Rager, you stupid fucking idiot! That's the one you want to catch. Really? That's the one you want to catch. I really fucking hate this kid. Oh my God. I fucking hate this guy. Don't give me that, what the fuck just happened? You fucking dropped the ball, you piece of shit. I can't, bro. I can't. I fucking just can't. I want to walk up to Rager and just punch him in his face so fucking hard and kick him in his balls so he cannot reproduce. Like, fuck this guy. Okay? Seriously, fuck this kid. I'm done with him. You better fucking trade him. You better get rid of him. You do something. You know? No, can't. I'm just...
Downloading movie up to 10 times faster than before. Oh, is that the one with mom? I knew it.
All the punts this kid has let go out of all the fucking games so far this year. He has let how many bounce? How many has this kid let go? How many times have we seen it? And that's the one you want to catch. You're a fucking moron, Rager. Just saying it right now.
Yo, what's crack-a-lackin'? This is AK Eagles, and I'm the host of the AK Eagles podcast. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight. Listen, I decided tonight to bring back something that was pretty special to me, and it meant a lot when I did it. Most of you who have been following me since the beginning know what I'm talking about. I decided to bring back Sub Mondays, and I just wanted to, do this one tonight for just everyone out there who has supported me lately. Back whenever I first started this channel, I started Sub Mondays, and Sub Mondays was a way that I could bring my friends in, bring in other people from other channels. They could come in, they can introduce themselves, talk about their channel a little bit, and try and get some subs for them. It's a way for me to give back to the people that have surrounded themselves around me and help me and kind of help me get along this last year, So our first episode of The Wandering Minds, which was supposed to air on our new channel that I just created this past week, was supposed to air tonight, but some of the cast couldn't make it. So I figured, I was not going to air the very first episode without everyone not being there, so I decided to do a Sub Monday instead. But yeah, I will be dropping the link here, and people can come on and talk and shout yourselves out and just talk some football. We're 3 days away from the draft. There is a lot that's going on. There's a lot of Eagles talk going on right now, about moving up to 9 or 10, moving back. So there's a lot we can talk about tonight, and we can talk about the upcoming season as well and what you guys think about it and where you think we're going to be. So appreciate everyone for coming in. And please remember, very first and foremost, hit that like button, please. Before the subscribe button, please hit that like button. The more likes that these videos get, more people get a chance to see it. more subs come with it. So appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, so we are 3 days away from the NFL draft, and yeah, this is going to be a big draft for us. No lie. So I got a couple people in here. What's going on, Prime Time? Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Hope everything's going good for you and the family. Good prayers your way, sir. Yo, Jinx, what's good, man? Yeah, thought you would like that, dude. Shout out to you for capturing that and saving it. But yeah, I just wanted to pay a little homage to my old self there at the beginning, and I haven't seen it in a while, so I figured, why not, right? Yo, East Coast Gridiron, appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you, man, and all you do and all the content you provide over there. Definitely, if you have not seen this man and the content his team brings, definitely go check it out. They are really good at what they do, going over film and, taking a look at college players and giving your opinion on who's going to be good and who, might not be. So shout out to those guys. Yo, Gio, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you, sir, for coming through. Thank you so much. Prayers your way, sir. Hope everything is going good and hope you're recovering well. For you, those of you who don't know, he is in the hospital right now with pneumonia. So, prayers to you, my guy. Hope you get better soon, man. Yeah, right. If pigs flew. Right? Yeah. No, what's going on, man? Yeah, I thought about you today, dude. Did not message you. Figured you'd get some rest today. So, yeah, appreciate you stopping through, man. Good seeing you. But yeah, like I said, if anyone wants to come on and just talk some football, chill out a little bit, hang out, more than welcome to. So for you guys in the chat who don't want to come on, what do you guys feel we're gonna do with this first draft? Do you think here at day one we go and we trade up? Do you think we trade back, stay at 15 and 18? What do you think? Yo, what's good, Papa? How you doing, man? Jinx really said, what is dumb shit for 2,000, please? All right, no problem, sir. Appreciate it. It's no problem. Take your time. I'm sure Papa will be in here any minute. But yeah, do you guys want to trade up to 10? How you guys feeling about that? Do you want to stay at 15? Do you have? What are you guys feeling? To me, I've always had a sneaky suspicion that maybe Howie would try and move up. It is something he would do. Who for? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Because, if we go to 9 or 10, it all depends on who gets taken, who will be there. I have a strong suspicion that we're taking a wide receiver in the first. I really do. Not sure who it will be. Could be Olave. If we got to move up to get a solid DB, I would. Yeah, for sure. If Stingley is there at 10, does Howie move up and grab him? Probably. If Sauce is there at 10, which I hardly doubt. But, does he move up and get him? I have a feeling we're not going to have both picks this one. No. Why'd you have to say that? See, if you're going to talk like that, man, then that means he's moving up to 4. For us to get rid of 18 as well, and us to only have 1, that means he would jump up to 4. to where the Jets sit at 4. That would be a Howie move. I'm not going to lie. But who are you taking it for? Who are you taking it for, Gio? Because no lie, I mean, if you're talking about giving up 2 for 1, well, if you're giving up 15 and 18, then you're probably going for 4. So who are you taking it for? Because, I mean, Stingley? All I'm going to say here, man, is if you trade 15 and 18 to 4 to grab Stingley, this kid better be a god. I'm sorry. Like, that is giving up a lot for one person. And listen, I know Stingley's good, but taking him 4th overall, this kid better be Jalen Ramsey, Deion Sanders-esque. You know, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, if you're jumping up to, if you said both picks, I thought you meant like if you're going to go from 15, if you're taking pick 15 and pick 18 to move up, well, that's only, and you're only getting 1 in return, then that's like 15 and 18 for pick 4 from the Jets. And that's why I was asking who you taking at 4. But yeah, no, both picks, no. Like, if he moves up, it would be 15 being traded for, well, 15 and probably like a 4th or a 5th round for like 9 or 10. Yo, what's good, Further AM? Appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Shout out to the 6 in here. Appreciate you guys. Please hit that like button. Much appreciated. Yeah, no, like, listen, I'm sorry, man. I just, and we'll just put it this way. Even if Stingley goes to the Jets at 4, like anyone who would take Stingley at 4, just a DB going at number 4 overall, like this kid better turn out to be a god. I'm not playing. Like he better be Alexander. He better be Jalen Ramsey, you know, Deion Sanders. Like you better not leave a single thing on the field at any time. So that's just really high for me. And I don't know, man. I just don't like thinking about taking somebody that high, a DB especially. All right, sir. Thank you. What's going on, Positive? How you doing, sir? Been a while. But at 15, I'm just going to stay at 15 and 18 because that's just where we sit right now. 15, I'm going to go with, I know a lot of people, the big thing today has been Williams, you know. I don't know, though. You know, if Wilson is still on the board at 15, do they take Wilson over Williams? If Olave is there, do they take Olave over Williams? I don't know. You would think they would take Wilson because he's been quoted that he wants to play here. So, you know, why not, right? I mean, if he wants to play here, he knows what we're about, which means he's going to try all he can do to win. So I'm okay with that. But, yeah, I believe a wide receiver will be 15. And at 18, I'm still sticking with Jordan Davis on this one. I hate to say it. But, yeah, I know. But he's been projected to us a lot. He is the guy I've preached on so many times. I really, really think Jordan Davis will be there and be on this team somehow, some way. I'm going to roll with it till he isn't. Trayvon Walker might be pick number 1, so if he comes off as number 1 pick and the Jags, that changes teams board drafts from picks to 6. Yeah. No, it does. Man, listen, that would shake up a lot instantly. Even if you have, like, say Carolina takes a quarterback, that's going to shake up the draft instantly. Say Atlanta would take one, which they won't, but say they would, that would shake everything up. If Detroit would do it, that would shake everything up. If Washington did it at 11, that would completely shake everything up. So there is so many different picks that could come off this board that could shake everyone's draft board up. You know, like, for instance, whenever Ojabo got injured, you know, that really shook our board up. I truly believe that. You know, in all honesty, if Ojabo never got injured, he was our pick at 15. I really honestly feel that way. And when he got injured, that everything changed. So, but that's just my belief. But yeah, that just something like that, just that easy, can shake up everything. So, I feel you, man. Yo, what's up, Nix? Yeah, man. How you feeling about your draft? Hey, if you want, man, the link's up there a little bit. Come on in. Let's talk some Giant draft. I want to hear your thoughts on what you're taking at 5 and 7, dude. Yeah, and I want to talk about that too. So definitely come on in if you want, man. Let's talk about it. No, I've seen Sky Moore, man. He is being slept on. There is guys I would take over him. Like, I've been getting really good vibes and feeling really good about Ross from Clemson, you know, in the second round. I don't believe you need to take a wide receiver in the first, honestly. There is a lot of second-round talent in wide receivers that are being underlooked, like Bell, Ross, Sky Moore. You know, I'm missing one too. Watson. You know, there's plenty of second-round talent wide receivers out there that probably aren't getting looked at enough because of all the good 5 talent, the 5 dudes that are in front of them. They're getting all the love, but yeah, man, there's a lot of good talent in the second. But I don't know. I just really feel 15's a wide receiver. They really make it look that way, at least. What? If that happens, bro, I will be shocked. I have to see that one, man. Oh, okay, further. I got you here, man. A little worried about the Commanders this year, not because Wentz, because of Logan Thomas. Further, you know, I don't think any of us are going to actually have to worry about Carson Wentz. I don't even think he beats out Taylor Heineke, in my honest opinion, man. I don't see Carson Wentz beating out Taylor Heineke. When you look at this kid from a quarterback standpoint, he's got a good arm. He's got great leadership qualities. This team loves him. You know, Logan Thomas loves playing for him. McLaren's already stated he wants traded if Carson Wentz is a starting quarterback. So, I mean, you can already tell that Heineke's got that locker room. You know, he's definitely got the respect of those people. And that's something Wentz never will be able to get, ever. So, I get they traded for him. I wouldn't 100% say that was a Ron Rivera thing. But if it was, shame on him. It's Washington, though, man. It's Washington. That's all I can say. Like, they're never good. Trust me, my brother's a Washington fan, man, and I harass him every year for it because they don't threaten me. They really don't. I mean, somehow, some way, they always figure out how to screw themselves. Truly, they do. So, yeah, no, you're right. Listen, Logan Thomas is a beast. I will never take that away from Washington or Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas is a very, 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 very good tight end. I mean, he's a freaking monster. I believe the kid's 6'7", right? Like, he's an animal. So, no, I love Logan Thomas. I love watching him play, and it sucks that he had that ACL tear because, definitely. And he's a great player. Yeah. No, man, like, I just don't see how he's going to walk in and take that locker room away from or that Carson Wentz is going to walk in and take that locker room away from Taylor Heineke. I just don't see it happening. I convince me how. Like I said, he did have a 4% completion percentage in his second to last game last year. Then I think against the Jags, he had like a 14% completion percentage. He had 2 bad games at the end there. He was the reason that they did not make the playoffs last year. But statistically, he didn't have that bad of a year. Not warranted enough to get him traded. It's definitely something you can work off of to next year. So instantly I was like, well, why are you trading this man? And I was like, oh yeah, it's Carson Wentz. He can't, he's not a locker room guy. He's not a leader. Like, you get what I mean. Yeah, no. And in fact, Logan Thomas could be the comeback player of the year if he does it right. That kid's a monster, man. The Giants need O-line. Why would we draft Aiden Hutchinson? Yeah, well, I don't even see him being at 5. I don't even know how he could be at 5. That means you had 4 morons before you, to be honest. Yeah, I saw that, man. What's going on? Is Embiid's finger really messing him up that bad, dude? Yeah, no, dude. Listen, there is a tuple. What the hell? There is a couple tight ends in this draft. I wouldn't mind, getting on the team. Jelani Woods from Virginia Tech, I believe. Like, that kid's like 6'6", dude. He's humongous. And he's fast and everything. He's great. Yo, what is up, my brother from the South? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro. Just got me a brand new microphone, so I'm just testing this out.
Yes, sir. You told me. How's it look?
It looks good. How does it sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You sound like your shitty self. So
got me one of these, so we'll see how this works out. And I got my green screen coming tomorrow. So
look at you getting all professional and shit.
I know. I got to change something up, right? I got to change something up, man. So next thing I'm going to be getting is, I guess, better headphones so I can hear myself on the playback while I speak.
Oh God, you really want to do that?
I mean, I guess. I mean, dude, this microphone picks up everything. Like, I can hear my hands just,
well, then don't fart. Whatever you do.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, I know how that brisket is down there, man. So.
Oh, yeah. I haven't made it in a while. It's actually cold outside. We had a cold front come in.
Oh, wow, man. It was almost 70 degrees here today.
Well, I mean, it was cool during the day, or it was kind of humid during the day because we had some rain, but it dropped. Like, I think it's in like the low 60s or high 50s right now.
So, hey, man, we got 3 days to go.
I know, bro.
3 days.
I am excited.
How are you expecting your draft to look like here after the first night?
I don't know, man. I'm hearing some things out of the guy that I wanted. I don't know if that's just to see if maybe he'll fall to us. I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings right now about who I want because I know who I want. I've been saying I want Kenyon Green or Zion Johnson. I want a right guard.
Yeah.
But I'd be lying to you if I said if certain guys fell, I wouldn't pick them over one of those two guys. So like let's just for example say a George Karlaftis falls to us. You damn right I'm taking him over any of my guard position, or Jermaine Johnson falls to us. Yeah, I'm taking him over my two guards, or Lindenbaum falls to us. You know, I'm taking certain guys over the position of need that I need because we need to rebuild this offensive line, and I think starting with the guard position, since we did not address that in free agency, I feel like that's what we're going to go. But like I said, it's going to be. I'm getting nervous as the days go on to be like, who are we taking? Like, who?
Yeah, but listen, man, you only got one pick to worry about. I have two.
Oh, if I had two, if I was in your shoes, I'd be excited. I wouldn't even be worried because for me, I know if I have two picks, I mean, Jerry could use the splash play pick and then use a position of need pick. So I'd be good if I had to count with the two picks.
2 picks? What are you guys talking about, the draft?
Yeah. Yo, real quick, shout out to the 7 that are in here. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Also, go sum up my guy Mitch Kofsky down here if you haven't already. Appreciate him for stopping in. Great YouTuber in his own right. He does cover the 76ers and he does cover the Philadelphia Eagles, and I believe that's it. Oh no, you cover wrestling as well.
Wrestling and Phillies live play-by-play. So I do the Phillies games now too.
Okay, there we go. So, definitely if you like any of that, please go sub to him as well. Great
Nick's
friend.
all day. At least we're in the playoffs. Where are you? Nowhere to be found.
and if you just like people who torture other people, then go check this guy up.
But dude, the video topic you're gonna, dude, that's gonna be terrible.
Look, I don't do this at all. Like I don't, but I am so close to 1,000 subs. I think I'm 61 away. It's like I'm going and I'm like, I need subs. I need to get there.
How the hell are you at 1,000 and I am not? That is disrespectful.
Well, he's been doing it for what, 5 years, 6?
Yeah, something like that.
That expensive.
Well, I'm not at 1,000. I'm close to it. It was weird. There was a time where I had about 950 or around 960, and all of a sudden I just started dropping. Like big time.
Hey,
I lost.
At least
like
you're
20.
not like Eagle Champ. He went from like 230 to 191.
Hey, you have 23, right?
Huh?
Boys.
What? 23 what?
Pick 23, right?
24.
24. They have
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, the Kobe Bryant.
Yo, Big D, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you for stopping in, bro.
Big D, pause.
No, I'm gonna be when I see the Eagles pick. If y'all go wide receiver first at 15, I'm going to be jumping for joy. I'm going to be happy because that means 2 linebackers are still going to be there. And then if y'all go, which I don't know, man, I have a sneaky suspicion
I'm taking this.
you're going to go offensive line. I just have a weird feeling that that's going to happen. I do. Only because
Eagle Champ? Because he's an idiot.
Only because I feel like y'all didn't address that in free agency. I mean, who are your tackles right now? You have
no. See, they actually, I saw today, they actually have a very big interest in Jurgen, I think it is, the center.
Really?
So they're looking at maybe if he's there at 51, they might take Jurgen at center at 51.
I like that.
Which he can play center and guard.
Would you want Linderbaum?
But who are your
Well, he would no. What he would do this year is probably play right guard because we got rid of Brooks. If Driscoll can't, well, it's going to be between Driscoll and him because Driscoll probably the starting right guard. If it was me, he would be because I
and
think.
then you have Mailata at tackle, right? One of them.
And then you got Mailata at right tackle. You got Johnson at right, or you got Johnson at right tackle. You got Mailata at left tackle, and then you'll have. Now, see, this is where it gets tricky because it's like, do you throw,
What?
Oh shit! I was about said Vita Vea, but it's not. How Vaitai, or yeah? Do you pull Vaitai at right guard and leave Dickerson at left guard, or do you truly take Dickerson away from left guard and throw him at right? To me, I don't move Dickerson. I keep him at left, and if Vaitai can handle right guard, then let him play it because I don't want to disturb Mailata Dickerson. I mean, that's your 2 6'7" guys protecting your quarterback's blind side. You can't have it any better than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting, honestly. Yeah, I agree with that, Big D. Keep Dickerson where he's at, but they're gonna. I don't even know. Can Vaitai play right guard? He's only ever played left guard for us. I don't even. I'm sure he could, but
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so what are y'all expecting for draft day at 15 and 18? What do you think is gonna happen?
Honestly, I want like a defense. Like I'm fine with Jordan Davis or Devin Lloyd, Kobe Dean, something like that, or Andrew Booth. I was doing a mock draft with some other guys. Sauce Gardner dropped to us, and I was like, "Gimme."
Who was that?
Sauce Gardner. Ahmad Gardner, the corner.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Yeah,
"Get
no.
me that."
Yeah, if I have an edge rusher that falls to us, man, I'm definitely going edge rusher. I mean, it depends on which edge rusher it is, but I don't know. There's going to be some weird, freaky stuff that goes on. I mean, because we don't take into account trades. We're just thinking straight up about everyone's picking where they're at, what they need. I mean, because you never know, someone can jump, trade out of the first round, get more picks for next year, or whatever the case may be. So we just never know what's going to happen, which is why it's crazy that some people do fall so far in the late first round. And I wouldn't be surprised if there is an edge rusher that falls to us, or even I don't know, man. I've been hearing some stuff about Jordan Davis falling, so I don't know.
I don't think he falls that far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so either. But at the same time, like, I know mock drafts are mock drafts. Like, there's been a few. Like, it's weird because normally when you set the settings to, like, any mock draft, set the settings to where some of these guys should go like where they're supposed to. Sometimes they end up just falling just to fall.
Yeah.
So.
Like for instance, I want to sit here and say I can comfortably say that we're going to take a wide receiver at 15. Whether that be Olave, whether that be Wilson, whether that be
Williams.
Williams. Yeah, and that was the big thing today, Williams. Whoever that may be, okay? You can't go wrong with any of them, honestly. All right? But there's a part of me that has always said, and Mitch, how long have I been saying this? I feel like we're going to jump up to 9 or 10.
Yeah.
For Seattle or the Jets. And then today people start making videos, they're looking to jump up to the Seattle or Jets, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it's a great thing because they're two teams that need stuff, and if Sauce or one of those or Stingley falls to 10, and you have the opportunity. I mean, when you have two picks, you use 15 and maybe a fifth round and jump up to 10 and grab Stingley. Sure, awesome. You can do that, but you can also take 18 and you can trade back and acquire a second round pick again for this year. I don't know. You could take both picks and move up to 4. God, don't do that.
I would
do that.
I want Hutchinson so bad.
Don't do that.
We're not going to do it, but I just want Hutchinson.
I shouldn't have even thrown that out there. The wrong person's going to see that and be like, haha, got it.
And then that other wrong person is going to rant and just go off and off and off for forever.
Yeah. But no, I expect the wide receiver at 15. And then if I'm at 18 and Jordan Davis is there, I'm taking Jordan Davis. If Booth Jr. is there, I'm taking Booth Jr. You know, anybody defensively that can help us immediately.
Now, you would take a wide receiver in the second round? Because that's where I'm leaning towards.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, if I had it my way, my ultimate draft I'd be taking Jordan Davis at 15.
Uh-huh.
I would take Booth Jr. I've even toyed with the notion of taking Elam at 18.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, listen, I like Elam a lot. But, listen, he's projected to go around 23, 24. I don't believe that's much of a gamble to me because we've had gambles like Jalen Reagor and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Bruh.
So, I mean, at least Elam is in a perspective level of, 23, 24 top pick to where they weren't even projected to be that. So jumping them up maybe 4 spots is nothing really. I believe Elam has a lot, but it all depends on what corners are there. It all depends on what players are there.
Yeah.
Could they take an edge? All depends. Could they take a linebacker? My jaw will hit the floor if that happens.
Oh, my God, if that happens. Oh my
I
God,
would look
we're
at one of
going
those old Looney Tunes cartoons where your jaw drops and your tongue like rolls out your mouth.
It's funny because I see someone like it's just mock drafts, but sometimes it'll be I legitimately will be Nakobe Dean at 15 and then 18 Devin Lloyd. That y'all take y'all double up on linebacker.
Wait, didn't you tell me you've seen Matt Corral to us like how many times?
Yeah, I've seen Matt Corral through a few times.
Do you want to know why that's not going to happen? Can I just stall it out?
Go for it. I know it's not going to happen. Just go for it.
Not in the first round. Not in the first round.
I'm not even saying, dude, they're not taking a quarterback. Okay, when you take a first round pick this year and kick it down the road to next year, and you already have it in your mindset that if Jalen Hurts does not work out this year, you're taking a quarterback next year.
So that
it makes no sense to take one this year at all because you already have the plan to do it next year. So you're just ultimately wasting another pick anyway. Like it makes no sense. So you bringing in a quarterback to challenge Jalen Hurts, which ruins that shit. So you're back to a Carson Wentz, Nick Foles thing just to get rid of Hurts to just draft another dude to do the same. No. Like the QB thing's got to stop. That's why they did it next year. Like, there's no QB coming to Philly, man. If they do, I will be like, y'all are the stupidest people. The dumbest smart people I've ever seen. No lie. Like, that would be the
smart people. That's different. I'm telling you right now, if we get a quarterback, please let it be in like the 5th round, 4th, 5th, 6th.
No, so what you're saying is that if Hurts doesn't work out this year, that next year – y'all are more than likely going to take quarterback, so you're going to trade both your picks to move up into the first round.
Yes, that's what we presume. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he did it. Now, say Jalen Hurts balls out this year, right? Well, then Howie has the decision. I can either keep 2 picks and just continue building this team, or I can take them both, move up into the top 5, and grab one big giant beast right now and just be done with it.
Yeah, but you also got to think that the way – so I've been talking with a few Eagle video makers about this, and we all of us agree that the Eagles haven't set Jalen Hurts up for success. Look at your lack of free agent moves. It's all – y'all all thought something was going to happen on the offense side of the ball. It all happened on the defense side of the ball. So for people to say – like even you or any Eagle fan say that if Jalen Hurts balls out, well, how can he ball out? Look what he had this past year. He did so bad this year as far as throwing the ball, not so much as his gameplay, but just throwing the ball. It was just bad. without adding additional weapons or something to help him, how can you say that he's going to quote unquote ball out or do better?
Well, that's hypothetically thinking that we're going to be taking a wide receiver here in the first round. Like, say they go out and they get an Olave, say they go out and they get a Williams or a Wilson or even a Burks, whatever. We'll just throw it out there, either of the 5. You've automatically made that wide receiving core better. Whether they're rookies or not, you have to agree that wide receiving core is ultimately better right there as it stands.
Yeah, but you still need a quarterback to get them the ball.
No, and I understand that, but that's also where his work this offseason has come into play. That's where Tom House has come into play. Hopefully Tom Brady has come into play. Like, it's all progression, my guy. You know this better than anyone. I mean, you have Dak Prescott. Come on now. You know how this.
I still think Dak is he's
not definitely the guy.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. He has – listen, Dak has not progressively gotten better in your eyes, okay? And I understand that. But you could have a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Jalen, we could have had a lot worse last year than Jalen. I mean, there was worse than him. But, so – the way I look at it is, as long as he keeps getting better, like from year 1, his final 4 games that he started, he had a 51% completion percentage. Last year, all 17 games he played in, he was at 61. That's a 10% increase. If he comes out this year and he throws for 71, that's another 10% increase. That shows that he's progressing, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is my thing, and this is where it gets fishy, and I think I even asked you this. When we think of Jalen Hurts, we don't think of a 4,000-yard-plus passer. At least I don't. And I will be 100% honest with you. I believe this kid to have around 3,500 yards a year in him with around 1,000 yards rushing on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is exactly where I have Jalen to be. Now, if he gives you 105 passer rating and a 90 completion percentage, but he only has 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, that's a pretty solid quarterback, right? With the 800 yards rushing on top with the 8 touchdowns. I mean, that's a pretty solid quarterback, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need a quarterback that throws 5,000 yards. I don't need a quarterback who throws 4,000 yards. I need a quarterback that's going to be consistent, that's going to be smart with the ball, and he's shown flashes of being smart with it. I've seen him plenty of times keep a ball on an RPO he shouldn't have kept, and he just instantly sits down. You know what I mean? Like, he does smart things. He throws the ball away. He's just got to put it all together, and that takes time. And you are right, boys. We did not give him the team to give him the time because the man doesn't have the time. But we're trying to do that for him. So if they go out and they get a wide receiver in the first round, that proves to me that they do believe in him a little bit to try and get him some help. But if they completely do not get one in the first round or the second round or even the third, then I will question some things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, man. With Dak, it's just, for me, he's been in the league going on, 7 years or 6 years?
At least we're doing better than the Bulls. Sorry.
But he's been in the league 6-7 years, right? Already 2016 when he got drafted. So was it 6 years. So it's, for me, it's a feel he has plateaued and he's not getting any better.
It was an example, rookie.
Brokey. What kind of name is Brokey?
But what I was saying is I feel like he's plateaued and he's not getting any better. I mean, a perfect example of Dak this year is people are saying, oh, he can read defenses, he can this, he can that, whatever. But then when you watch breakdown of film, especially like when Kurt Warner was putting out film on Dak, this dude's missing reads all over the place. I mean, when this past year when the Broncos were doing it, they would show blitz and then drop back everyone. Yeah, against the blitz, we're doing great because it's correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Dak Prescott was one of I think in top 3 of getting the ball out the fastest.
He was,
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's because guys we were getting blitzed and we had that slant route going, so it's quick releases. But then when guys would drop back, show blitz, drop back into coverage, and he didn't have that, he was just overthinking himself, doing too much, and that's where his stats and everything started to fall off, which shows me he can't read correctly. And it also has to do with the scheme of our offensive coordinator. So it's not just Dak, it is the offense as well as far as the OC. But still, I think for me, Dak Prescott has plateaued, and I don't think he's going to get any better. He's going to put up the numbers. He's going to put up the numbers and put up the stats and everything else. But as far as progressively getting better, being a top elite quarterback, being able to read, where they disguise coverages, and then he recognizes that the disguise, and he's able to play through it. He can't do that.
Well, and that's why I brought up that argument with you the other week whenever we had our live together.
Yeah.
I love how when people sit there and listen, I do not give Hurts any excuses. I give him his credit where his credit's due, and I give him negativity when the negativity is due. I know the stuff he has to work on. But when you sit there and you have a guy like Dak Prescott in his playoff game have the same exact stats as Jalen Hurts, whenever Dak Prescott had Cooper, had CeeDee Lamb, and had Wilson, and had Pollard, and had Zeke, and had that offensive line and that defense, and he had things that we only dreamed of last year, and he comes out of that game with the same exact stats, and people are saying we need a quarterback, then that means you need one. That means Arizona needs one because Kyler Murray did the same freaking thing. You have to look at all that. So I don't excuse it for anyone. I don't excuse Kyler. I don't excuse Dak. These guys have to get better as players overall, but it also is because of our teams as well in a certain way.
Yeah. No. I mean, I've been saying for a couple of years, I got off the Dak train a couple of years ago. I did. Mm-hmm. And then when he broke his ankle, I was just like, great. I was happy that it happened in a football sense because, okay, he's not coming back. Maybe we'll have a bad year and then we'll be in a position where we can draft a top, a number 1 draft pick, as in the top 5 to where maybe we can get a quarterback. But that didn't happen. So, for me, it's just I don't think the Cowboys are going to get better, period, until we stop making these bridge quarterbacks that we've had the past 2 quarterbacks into franchise quarterbacks. Because to me, Tony Romo was a great quarterback. It's just he didn't have the team around him, and I think he was a bridge quarterback to something else. And then Dak, I think, is a bridge quarterback that was made a franchise quarterback because of the team he had around him.
So I got to ask you something, boys. If Dak comes out this year, he has a bad year. Because Cooper's gone. And it's like we talked about, how much did Cooper open up for CD, and all these other guys? We'll find out. I believe CD will be okay. I just don't know if he'll be as effective as he was, but he'll still be effective.
Yeah.
But say Dak does come out and tank, you guys did pay him. We talked about it. You can't get rid of him, but what is your next step? Because there is a certain point, like you said, to where So when does the point come to, do we trade him or not?
I don't know. If he's bad this year, I'm just going to sit back and listen to all the excuses of why he was bad. There's going to be a lot of them. For me, we're not able to get out of anything with Dak. He's our quarterback no matter what for at least 4 years. At least 4 years, he's our quarterback. So I would have been happy to trade him this year, next year. It doesn't matter when I want to trade him. It's just I know how long we have him for. And it's unless he gets better, which he's not going to, unless his offense gets better, which it can, this team isn't going to succeed because for the longest time, it's always been, man, this offense is great. Wish we had a better defense. Now it seems like this defense is getting better, but now this offense is taking a step back. We lost Leo Collins. We lost Amari Cooper. Cedric Wilson is gone. Conor Williams is gone. I mean, Conor Williams wasn't a spectacular piece, and neither really was Leo Collins or Wilson, but still, they're pieces that helped us somewhat. And now we got to go out and find new pieces again. So it's going to take time to rebuild this offense again.
Yo, shout out real quick to Joey Shakes. Thanks so much for coming in, man. He says Sixers are done. They losing the next two. Boys for Life is the most
thank you.
Cowboys fan. Jameson Williams to the Eagles, to me, is a huge sleeper pick. I hope they land him, Stingley, Sauce, Kayvon, or Wilson. Yes, sir. Shout out to Joey Shakes. Thank you. Yeah.
I was on Joey's live the other day, yesterday, Sunday.
Wait, you were on his? I thought Joey was on yours.
No, I meant like typing. I was typing. Typing and because I told him, I was like, here, I got a trade for you. I was like, I'll give you Dak and pick 56 for Minshew 18 and 15. And he was like, nope.
Oh, no.
Hey, real quick. You brought up a good thing. Your offensive line. Does that scare you a little bit this year? With losing the people you lost?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Leo Collins not so much, only because for the past 2 years he hasn't really been there. He was out a whole. I think the first year under Mike McCarthy. I think either it was that year or this year that he came in overweight. I know this year he tried to bribe one of the piss testing judges. All kind of weird shit. Just he hasn't been there the past couple years. So I mean, it's like he's been gone already. You know what I mean? And then Conor Williams, even though he was a piece on our offensive line, he did have one of the most. He did have, I think, one of the most. He was one of the most penalized offensive guards, or just offensive linemen in the NFL this past year. So I mean, us not being able to draft. I mean, if we don't draft someone, it's like we were in the same position we were last year. Only thing is we don't have a guard, which that's a guy I want. Which there are guards. This is a semi-deep only guard draft. So,
yo, shout out to the three below us here. They just came in. Papa Sora in the building like normal. How's it going, buddy? BFSG and Coach Dante. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you guys doing on the panel tonight?
Oh, doing great, man.
Are you an Eagles fan today, or are you a Texans fan today?
I'm always a diehard Texan fan, forever and for life.
No, it's good, man. I love having diversity up here. Yeah.
I gotta talk shit because we play the Texans this year, so I gotta start talking my shit.
You talk shit all the time.
That's all you know how to do.
That's all he does. Your whole character is based off of talking shit.
Your career is based off of talking.
My life is off of talking shit. That's all I do.
Absolutely.
Even my friend. I'm not kidding you. The people I work with, my friends, they just, you're an asshole. I'm like, I'm not an asshole. I just run my mouth. Like, no, I'm not.
Talking shit.
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I just like to run my mouth.
Yeah. I will never forget when I texted you the picture of the Cowboys getting Antonio Brown. I will never forget that. You were driving.
Yeah, I was. For a second, it got me. I was like, because that's something that could happen. And it freaked me out for a second. And I was like, no, that's a rumor, man. That's a joke.
Did you see that tweet that
he then saw on 5 o'clock news local man crashed his car in Turnpike?
That Money Mayweather put out that he would reimburse any team $20 million for whoever signed him. AB.
I'll take that. Put it in my
Hey, what's
pocket.
up, guys?
I'll take that.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm Jewish. Give me that money.
I could use
No, I'm
Okay,
serious.
it's been a
So
while.
you're telling me that I could sign in 1 year for $10 million and I get 10 million back?
10 million back,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure,
I'll
I'll
do
do
Yeah,
that.
I don't care if I
Do
play.
Like a team, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that every day of the week.
I don't think
I
you could.
haven't-
I think that's against the rules, though. I don't think you
No,
can
no, no.
actually.
Here's the game plan. You buy a USFL team. Say we're going to the pros. We're gonna try it for 1 year, see what happens. Sign Antonio Brown. Boom. Get that
So Nix wants to know, is Debo getting traded on draft night or what?
probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't even think he's getting traded. No.
I don't either. The only player I can actually honestly see traded is AJ Brown. That's the only one.
AJ Brown, I think, can be traded on what's its face draft night.
Oh, there's a cat there.
I don't think I think Debo would probably pull a Deshaun and sit because he wants to be
I feel
traded.
like Debo will go somewhere there.
Oh wait, yo boys, how's that new microphone you got?
Oh, it's good. I can hear someone doing some weird shit with their throat, like you going like in the
Oh, that's me. I
background.
was clearing my throat.
Oh, yeah. That's how good this is. Like, because I got the headphones on too, so I hear.
Yeah, I noticed
everything.
that. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah, I had to fight. I had to
It's a
ruffle. I had to
cat
ruffle. Yeah, I had to ruffle up these headphones. I was looking on Amazon a little while ago to see if I can buy better ones.
Yeah. I actually have the AirPods Max. I don't use those, but
I didn't. You mean AirPod first?
great.
Yo, Nix is calling you out, boys.
Why? It's not like the Giants are going to do any better.
About to say,
don't
if
want the
anybody's
smoke.
calling somebody out, it definitely should not be him.
The only person you should call out right now is James Harden on the Sixers. That's the only one. You
Who
should
is this
call
dude? Who is this guy?
out. Who the hell
Nick.
knows?
Knicks all day. I don't know who that is.
It's a Knicks fan, so I don't associate.
No, he has another name. I forget what.
It's
Dude,
the
help
one
me
dude-
out, Nick. What's your other name?
It's the one dude. I remember the
Help me out,
profile
Nick.
picture.
What's your
The one
other name?
dude with like the pink extended nails and a pink ski mask and just like
Yeah, I forget, but his name
Almighty.
is completely
Wasn't it
different.
like Almighty
Almighty.
something?
Oh, it's Almighty. Yes, thank you.
Whatever.
He's a Giant fan. That's all
How
you
you
need.
been, AK? It's been a while since I've been on the show.
Doing good. Positive. How you
My
doing, buddy?
protein. Back up.
Oh, I mean, he did say up here that he wanted me to give him Dak Prescott on the Giants. Fine, I'll take pick 5 and 7. I don't care. You can have Prescott.
No,
With
you
your-
take Daniel Jones and have him fall face first.
Yeah, you might as well get Kadarius Toney out of that deal too.
Right?
Bring all the speedsters there.
Yes, there it is. Almighty finesse.
Oh, okay, now it's familiar.
Yeah.
Now it's familiar.
Somehow, some way, he got blocked from my channel, and I'm not sure how. But I go into the block section, no one's blocked, so I don't know.
That
Somebody,
happened to me the
I
other
don't-
day, and I was like,
you
was
said
that on-
something to piss someone off, man. That's all I can
No.
tell you.
was it on Foothills channel or was it on yours? It might have been blocked on Foothills if you were doing like East meets West.
Oh
or
yeah, that's true. It might have been. That could be it. Please don't trade Kadarius Toney. I have no say in that, my guy.
Kadarius Toney is going bye-bye.
If you do, that's dumb. I'll tell you
I
that.
know. That's why I can see him doing it.
Bro, free my homeboy Kadarius. Free my homeboy Tony.
Hey,
He
so-
deserve this shit.
So Dante, I got to ask you real fast, man. You know, you got pick 2. Wait, yeah, right?
No,
Three.
3. They got 3.
Yeah, you got pick 3. Well, and then you got another one. What's your other one?
13.
13?
13.
These guys love their threes, man.
How are how are you looking at
Not
3?
the Sixers Papa Show, am I right? I had to say that, dude.
I'll be surprised if we make it up the first round. I'm not gonna
Say,
lie.
how am I looking at 3?
Yeah, how you looking at 3 and pick 3 and pick 13?
Yo, I'm gonna pop off. I'll talk to you all later. Okay.
I take care, Mitch.
See you
All right,
guys.
We
man.
never saw him again.
Well, you can go either way. It's two situations I will actually go with this. You can either go defense. It's 3 of them. You can either go defensive tackle. You can either go offensive line, or you can either go cornerback Stingley, or you can go Sauce Gardner. It's a lot of buzz. Sauce Gardner could actually go that high. could actually go that high to at least 2, but at least 3. I really don't. I think he would end up somewhere in the top 6.
I can
Sauce
see.
Gardner would end up in the top 6.
I can see Sauce at 3, and then
Yes.
what's his face, Davis at 13 or something
Yes.
like that.
I would actually like that, but far as I know, I'm gonna predict, because Sauce Gardner was my dark horse to go number 3 to us, because we do need cornerback help. I know we got Steven Nelson, but that's not gonna draw us off from getting the cornerback in the draft. That's not gonna help. And we got Desmond King on the other side, who was okay last year, but that's, like I said again, we're gonna get a cornerback anyway it goes. We're gonna get a cornerback, but I'm gonna go Evan Neal, and at 13. A wide receiver could be in play, or Jordan Davis, or another cornerback or a safety can either be in play. So 13, number 3, it all starts at number 3. I'm gonna say Thursday the draft will start at number 3. What the Texans gonna do Thursday is gonna. I want to see what we're gonna do. What position we're gonna end up.
I'm gonna just say, bro, 13.
My favorite scenario.
Hey, coach.
Thursday's gonna be interesting.
You stay away from JD.
AK, who do you think we get? Who do you want us to get?
In all honesty, man, my dream draft is at pick 15, Jordan Davis. At pick 18, taking like a corner or a linebacker or even a safety or an edge rusher, something like that. Best available, really. And then at second round at 51, I'm taking a receiver there, like Bell or Ross or Watson or any of
I want a
these.
receiver in the first round, to be honest. Linebacker.
I truly feel like, because of how many picks we have and because of how little cap we have, I feel like it's going to end up being us trading up. Like if a player's fallen and then take 15, trade up. And then I feel like trading 18 for like, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but like AJ Brown. Like I feel like that would happen. Like I don't see us keeping 18. I feel like 18. I feel like if AJ Brown gets traded, it's going to be on draft night.
I feel like we already got the 2 trades out of the way. Like if I'm Howie, I want to keep those 2 first-round picks.
No, if I'm Howie, I'm not wanting to. If AJ Brown's available for a first-round pick, I'm taking that. And then if a player's dropping, I'm taking that first, and I'm moving up.
I think Debo's going somewhere
I feel like he's definitely going to move up. Like if a player's dropping, he's definitely going to move up. I'm gonna say that right now.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up?
I feel like
it's going to happen. It's going to be a repeat of what Devontae Smith is. Somebody's going to fall, and he's going to trade up and get him.
Yeah, we're not getting AJ Brown. I could see it, but
I'm not saying we are. I'm just saying that's a hypothetical situation. I don't see us.
In all honesty, man, this is how Howie's playing this out.
I don't see us using all 10 picks with how many picks we have and how little cap we have.
I do think that we will have a wide receiver in the first round. I just said my dream draft would definitely be all defense in the first, but that's probably not how it's going to go. At 15, it probably will be a wide receiver. I'm okay with that. I really am. Whoever it will be. But I do believe 18 sticks around too. I think you're going to see a corner come off at 18. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but listen, he's not getting rid of 18. If anything, I agree with you, Papa. He might trade it back, but he ain't get rid of it.
You think you would trade back?
I'd rather just take a defensive player at 15 instead of taking a wide receiver there at 15.
Why would we trade back?
Well, here's the thing with that, Slay. If you take a wide receiver at 15, okay, I think what Howie's trying to do is you still have Landry on the market. You still have all these free agents. Yes, I understand the vets are kind of older, but listen, you pay them for who they are now, not who they were then. You know, but I think Howie's waiting till after the draft because the longer we get into the year, the cheaper they'll become. And I think he's trying to do it kind of like how we did with Nelson last year. So he's waiting on doing that, but he's still going to probably take a wide receiver in the first.
The point that I'm trying to make here is that
Honey Badger are going to
the point that I'm trying to make here is that the Eagles should take a receiver at 18 rather than 15 because If you want Jordan Davis and you think Jordan Davis is your guy, then you'd rather just take him at 15 when you know there's going to be a run-on of defensive tackles at 16 and 17 with the Chargers and Saints. You know one of those teams is going to take a defensive tackle. And Jordan Davis, if he's happily there, they might just take him. I don't care if either of those teams are looking for quarterbacks.
But I'm not saying that the Eagles are sold on Jordan Davis. I said I am. But
I mean,
I know we looked at him, but I don't know if we're sold on him. I mean, no lie, man. In all honesty, the whole last 2 weeks, they've only made it look like wide receiver corner. I mean, that's literally what we've been looking at, and that's
as long as we don't take a quarterback.
And I feel like AK, my bad for cutting you off, but I feel like two receivers by the time they drop to the Eagles will only probably is a possibility will be there. Chris Olave, Treylon Burks. Possibly.
I have a huge hot take.
What's a hot take?
I got a huge hot take. I think Chris Olave is going to drop out of the first round.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he would.
I personally think.
I think he's.
I personally feel like there's too many teams in that top 20 who are going to want to build around their trenches, and Olave is going to start slipping. And I think
I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a team out there that
go ahead, Bush for life.
There's a team out there that has back-to-back picks that just got rid of one of their wide receivers.
Devontae Adams, the Packers.
No, the Chiefs.
No, I'm talking about the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs. Okay.
Chiefs are going to trade up to get a wide receiver. You watch.
Yeah, that's all.
Why would they trade up to get a wide receiver when this wide receiver draft class is deep?
It is deep. It is deep. So you don't have to actually.
You don't have to trade up.
You don't have to rush to go get it.
No, I mean, look. As much as I don't think, even though as much as I don't think Pickens is going to be anywhere near the first round.
No, he's not.
The Chiefs may end up go get him just because. Yeah, I get it. There's a bunch of red flags, but still, they may go get him. They also may go get have Chris Olave fall to him. I don't think may have Treylon Burks fall to him.
Yep.
I mean, there's a time more there. There's a bunch of guys that
Christian
are going to be there.
Gonna be there. Christian Watson and all those guys.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see? Sorry, what do you see the Cowboys doing?
Tyler Linderbaum.
No,
the best.
That's if he's even there.
Hey, real quick, I just made history. I have two Dantes on at the same time. Let's go. That's going to be awkward. One of you's coach.
Oh, this my boy. This my boy from the NAIA division. This is my division guy right here.
Yeah.
Tyler Linderbaum is going to go to the Cowboys.
Oh, now I got a face with the logo. All right.
No, tell me if this is a realistic possibility because I have a feeling this might happen. Green Bay has what pick?
22, 28.
Yeah, 22. 28.
Like 28, right?
28.
Yeah. 28.
I believe 22 and Jordan Love will be traded to Seattle for pick 9. And at pick 9, they take Drake London.
That would be I don't know.
That's a bold take right there.
That's a little too risky.
How's it risky?
Because
they need a quarterback. Jordan Love is definitely not going to get it being in Green Bay. And Green Bay is a wide receiver.
I don't think Jordan Love hasn't proven himself. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
22 pick isn't enough to get you down to 9. There's no way.
That's not going to work.
There's no way.
Well, you might add a third in there, whatever.
That still probably won't work.
You probably have to trade. You probably have to trade 22 next year's first round pick and Jordan Love just to get that 9th pick.
Yeah, and Jordan Love isn't going to be a starter because he's just not that good.
Who? Hey, Clay, you say that. You say that. But who the hell does Seattle have right now? No one. So obviously he's better than anyone that's there right at the moment, is he not?
I mean, has he played a single NFL game in the NFL?
Yes, he's played 3 or 4 actually.
I'm saying a starting game. I'm not saying preseason.
I think he played one season. I think
he played last year whenever he was injured.
When Rodgers couldn't
for like three games.
He's had over like 60 attempts in the NFL already.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
60 attempts.
Yeah, that's true.
He's played in like 3 games, dude.
I mean, I still don't think he would be a good starter.
I'm just saying, look at who Seattle has. They have no
They have
one.
Drew Lock, Geno Smith, and is it Jacob Eason?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their quarterback.
No. Easton's on Indy, isn't he?
Nah, he signed with the Seahawks.
Yeah, someone went to the Seahawks. I think it was Jacob Eason.
Geno Smith is going to be the starting quarterback for the Seahawks.
No, he's on. It's Jacob Eason, Geno Smith, and Drew Lock.
Now watch.
Sounds like a bunch of nobodies to me, man.
Yeah, but what is Jordan Love? Jordan Love is another nobody.
Jordan Love is a guy that was behind one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game for the last 3 years. The same situation that fucking Aaron Rodgers was in.
Does that, bro?
But Aaron Rodgers was.
Does that prove
Aaron Rodgers was actually
he's not ready?
To me, Aaron Rodgers was actually a true first-round draft pick.
Go ahead, Boris Black. My bad.
No, I was just going to say that to me, there's a difference there because I don't think Jordan Love was a first-round prospect, was he? Or if he was, it was a late first round.
He was.
Aaron Rodgers was actually a top 5 prospect.
No, I get it. They're not in anywhere of the same wave talent.
My point is,
but I'm saying though, he had to take in some things. I mean, you are learning behind him.
Something only gets you so far if you don't got the talent to go with it. So that was my point. Is you can sit behind someone and learn, but if you don't got the talent to show it off on the field, it's completely different.
If you don't got the cojones.
It is something strange reason why he hasn't been on the field. So if he was actually good, he'll be up on the field. He would have.
Yeah, Jordan Love is just not that good. He's just not.
He would have probably been on the field already.
Wait. Hold up. How can you sit here and truly honestly say that when this man has back-to-back MVPs? I don't care how good Jordan Love would be. If this man's still winning MVPs, you're not yanking him.
It's hard to say that Jordan Love is not going to be good.
I mean, come on now. You can't sit here and say, oh, if he was any good, he'd be starting. No, he fucking.
Okay, the thing that I'm trying to not you, Coach, but the thing that I'm trying to say is, as of right now, I'm trying to prove that Jordan Love's not good.
But you can't. I don't know if that's a fair assessment because
you can't say that.
The Green Bay Packers have been a depleted team. And you have Aaron Rodgers, who's one of the best quarterbacks of all time that can make anybody look good. I mean, I don't think that it's a fair shot. The one game that he started, that he looked pretty bad. I think anybody with that team, I mean, they had nobody there outside.
Then you have to fill in Aaron Rodgers' shoes. Imagine having to do. I mean, you live in that ego every freaking day, really. And trust me, Aaron Rodgers has the biggest ego in the NFL. Look at the man.
You don't just,
that is hard.
Just pop in at quarterback and do well after those two quarterbacks have completely different styles of play too. The wide receivers just on adjust in 1 week. That late in the season too. I don't know. I can't, and I'm very critical of quarterbacks. That's what I am. But like, I can't say that Jordan Love is going to be bad just yet.
I mean, I'm not saying.
I mean that offense was completely tailored to Aaron Rodgers, not Jordan Love.
Yeah, but
if he went to Seattle, they would actually be able to tailor the offense around him. He'd still have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. I mean, if he can't make it work there, then that is on him. But the fact is, he'd have a chance. And coming out of college, he wasn't the best prospect, but he sure as hell wasn't the worst either.
But that's not what I'm trying to prove, though. I'm saying
you're trying to prove
right now is not good. Like I get that he has a fair sample size, but right now, from what we've seen, he's just not good.
So that's like you saying, let's go to the job, and in 3 days, somebody's saying that you're trash, you can't do the job. That's not a fair assessment. when the guy that you're replacing was a superstar there, it's hard to evaluate that.
I mean, I haven't seen anything that he's shown me that he's good.
You're not gonna see anything in 3 freaking games.
That's because you're bad as hell, boy.
One game that he started and a couple of attempts. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play that good, but it's one game. I mean, I don't know if the dude might not be Aaron Rodgers' successor or replacement, but I don't know.
I'm just saying, you can't count a guy out before he's actually legitimately had a chance. I mean, even Josh Rosen got a freaking chance, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but Josh Rosen, we all know Josh Rosen sucks.
Brett Favre before Aaron Rodgers got in and won a Super Bowl. How many years did he back him up?
3 or 4 years.
I mean, again, I don't know Jordan Love. I just go by the one game. I'm not gonna say he's any good, but this kind of reminds me. I'm not gonna compare these two, but again, I mean, I think the Packers saw something in Aaron Rodgers, for its time before they moved on with Brett Favre. I mean, he worked behind Brett Favre. He's one of the greatest Hall of Fame quarterbacks of all time. He got a Super Bowl, and Brett Favre was still was lighting it up for a little while with the Minnesota Vikings, and part of the season with the New York Jets. So again, I mean, Aaron Rodgers had to wait for 3 years. I mean, the Packers saw something in him, and he turned out great. I'm just saying, it's like same thing about Jordan Love. If he was, if they saw something good in him, I think they would have probably moved on from Aaron Rodgers and not gave him the contract and gave him an opportunity. I'll say again, I don't know how good Jordan Love is. I haven't seen him too much, so I can't, really pick apart his game and say he's average. But kind of remind me of this like.
It's hard to evaluate. I can't.
Yeah, I haven't
seen a man that I haven't seen with the full weapons that Aaron Rodgers had. You can't say the dude is as talented. He's built relationships with the guys. It's just hard to say, oh, Jordan Love's going to step in this game and just going to do amazing. Like, that's a whole complete culture change for that offensive scheme as well. So, now, I mean, if it was like, you got 2 games or 3 games where Jordan Love's playing with the first team, offense and going against a first team defense for practices for 3 or 4 weeks, then maybe we can evaluate him a little different. But like I said, that team was busted up last year. And the only reason they got out of that is because they had a talented cast around them that were still healthy and their starters.
Yep. No, 100% agree, man. I'm not down to sell anyone out yet.
And I'm not a big Jordan Love fan. I was very critical when the Packers said they were going to draft him. I'm like, this kid is overhyped. But the Packers are doing the right thing. I'm all about farming your players under other good players. You don't have the Russell Wilson types only. You have those, like, every once in a while that just come out and show out.
Those
Patrick
Love.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick Mahomes did the same thing with Alex Smith too. So
yeah,
if you really think about
Mahomes was put in a great situation though. Like, let's just be honest.
Well, yeah, and like I said, you have Alex Smith that he's not going to argue that if a guy's better than him, he's just going to move on. But he's a great teammate too. So you got Aaron Rodgers, who's kind of a douchebag. So it's kind of hard to learn from somebody like that as well. Like, that's why I think Trey Lance is going to have a standout year too. Because Jimmy Garoppolo was an awesome teammate to have. So and he's not bad. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is kind of clutch in big games. He just sucks when during the regular season. But I mean,
I think Lance is going to be pretty good. I think Lance is going to be pretty good in the NFL. I'm a big believer of Lance. I'm a big believer of Lance, and especially for what they got over there.
Hey, I got to interrupt real fast. Guys, I just want to thank Boys for Life for stopping in. He's got to get out of here. But, hey, man, I appreciate you and all you bring to the table. He is probably the most unbiased Dallas fan out there, so every time he comes in and talks is a pleasure. If you haven't, go check him out. I know Eagle fans, it sounds weird, but you know what? All in all, he's not a bad guy. So
thanks for having me on. What are y'all gonna be before I get here? What are y'all gonna be doing for the draft? I know y'all are gonna all be streaming your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming.
I'm gonna be my boy Bobby Page. If I'm not on my boy Bobby,
you streaming for the draft?
I'll be somewhere else. Someone live streaming.
I'm doing a big draft show Thursday from from the pre-draft.
That's the same right there.
I'm gonna be doing my shit too, but I got a bet with what's his name, Philly Jim. If y'all don't drop the quarterback by 18, I got to do 5 shots the remainder of the
game. I feel
bad ready to do 5
shots. I'm about to say, 5 shots. Here it comes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have fun, man. Thanks for having me on. AK. I'll see y'all later, guys.
Take care, Boys for Life.
All right, guys. Later.
But yes, positive. I will be going live Thursday for the draft. I'll be going live with Lindy Endzone. Me and him, we did it last year together. We're going to do it this year together as well.
Yeah, I'll try to pop in. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a part of my boy Bobby Beantown breakdown. I'm gonna be a part of him.
Yeah,
I think we'll be live.
Me, Logan, and Nate. That's it.
Yeah, so we'll all be live for it for sure.
Yeah. Hey, you got a hot take, Dante? Not Coach Dante. Dante, East Coast.
ECG Dante, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say ECG, bro. It's so hard.
Coach is coach.
Okay, I'm gonna head
We're
out,
gonna
bro.
say Coach.
I just want to come on and say what up. I haven't been on in a while, but
No problem.
I'll see you Thursday. Or you doing one of their minds tomorrow night?
No, man, it'll probably be next Monday. We couldn't get all the cast together tonight, and I didn't feel right having it without everyone there for the first episode ever on our own channel. So I just pushed it off till next week.
What's the new channel?
Wandering Minds Podcast.
All right, that's all I got to search up, and I'll find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, peace out.
All right,
Peace
buddy.
out, everyone.
Later, bud. Go ahead, ECG.
So, Slay, you were saying, do I have a hot take for the draft?
Yeah, like a hot take, like a big hot take for the draft, like a player slipping, falling, traits.
I don't really have anything because I think if every team has a need,
yeah,
and if everybody is trading out of their spots, I think everybody's in a really good spot to get what they need. If somebody drafts anything crazy, the fans are gonna go freaking nuts. Like, everybody needs to draft towards their needs. With how crazy the offseason has been, I don't think this is a year where you play around with any picks. But if I had a hot take, I've been on record by saying that, picks 5 through 7 where the Giants are picking twice and Carolina's right in between them, that's where the craziness is going to be if there's any. And I'll just honestly say I think Carolina is going to draft a quarterback.
I agree. I think it's gonna be Pickett.
He stole my pick.
I think it's gonna be Pickett, personally.
I think it's gonna be Sam Howell.
Wow.
Woo! Hey.
Wait for first quarterback off the board.
Dante, one of my favorite receivers in this class is Chris Olave, and y'all already heard the hot take. I have him slipping out of the first round to the early start of the second round. Like early.
I wanted to actually make a quick point on that.
That's one of my hot takes right there.
I wanted to make a point on that, Slice. So I'm gonna just do this real fast here, and then I'm gonna probably hop off. But in my opinion, Chris Olave, he is easily going to drop, but he's not dropping out of the second round.
Easily.
The only reason why Chris Olave is dropping, and he's dropping further than Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, is because even though Chris Olave started out great in Ohio State, he started to slack a little bit later in the later games for Ohio State in this season for his junior year.
I don't
because
agree with that
Jackson Smith and Jigba and Garrett Wilson were both taking over for the wide receiver core this year, and that's when Chris Olave was like out of the mix, and that's the only reason why Chris Olave is now going to drop and going to go further in the draft than Garrett Wilson, and Garrett Wilson will be the first Ohio State wide receiver off the board, and I think the Eagles could honestly either have a chance at grabbing either him, Jameson Williams, or Traylon Burks. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, fellas, so have a great night.
I don't agree with that at all. The only reason I'll say that is because that dude was being double covered all last year with no help, leaving not only Garrett Wilson open, but Jigba and Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, Chris Olave is the best route runner on that team. The only time he could get open was, further down the field, and he was making people look silly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't agree with that analysis whatsoever. But, to each their own. I don't think he's dropping out of the first round at all.
No, I don't think. I think he goes top 12, top 15.
I only say that because I feel like past top 20, I think teams are gonna start going trenches, lineman, defensive lineman, linebacker, filling out the trenches, and that's why I have Olave starting to slightly slip. I think Pickens goes 30 to the Chiefs. And I have Drake London going 22 to the Packers.
I think he's. I have Chris Olave dropping past 12. I have 22 going to Green Bay. But if he goes to Green Bay, that's going to be an absolute murder. He's already used to that cold weather too. He's just going from Ohio to Green Bay.
I don't know if this is a hot take though. I don't know if this really a hot take, but it can be. It can really be looked at now that I'm hearing more and more about it. Trayvon Walker could go number 1 to the Jaguars.
I think he's going to.
I think the Jaguars, one of the guys on that ownership for the Jaguars likes Trayvon Walker. And if you can elaborate that for me, Dante too. Let me hear something for that.
Dante too.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard today. You probably saw the same news I did.
Yeah, I saw the same news. I saw the same news.
So, yeah, the GM likes Trayvon Walker, but Shad Khan likes Aiden Hutchinson. So, I mean, I have them picking up Kayvon Thibodeau at the number 1 pick. I guess that's the hot take, I guess you could say, for my mock draft. But
it's really not even that much of a hot take. Kayvon's probably
I
the
think
best
he would complement
player.
Josh Allen very, very well.
That's what I'm saying.
And I mean, Coach Dante, left and right, how many times have you seen Josh Allen just destroy offensive lines by switching?
Hey man, I got respect for Josh Allen, man. He murdered us so many times. He got to that backfield so many times. So
I think he got respect in the Buffalo game for sure.
Yeah, I've been respect Josh Allen. I liked Josh Allen when he first came out. I
think that's why Trayvon Walker has he's risen up so many boards, is because.
But let me tell you, if I'm gonna give you my analysis on that real quick. if they draft Trayvon Walker with the number 1 pick, let me tell you, that'll be the best combine ever from a player. Because that dude was not even remotely being talked about in the top 15 before his, before these last couple of weeks. If he goes number 1 overall, he had the best combine ever of all time. That's just.
Do you think it was his combine in his pro day, or just the combine alone got him to
both?
I think it's like this, right? If I'm the Jaguars and I'm looking at how big he is and how fast he is and the defense that he played in, it's like, how do I evaluate this guy? Not only is there a caveat, it's like, if we don't pick him, then that sucks for us because he already showed us that he had talent and his combine was amazing. But my thing about all the Georgia players is like, how do you really know who's going to be good on that defense? Yes, they played all together very well. I mean, they forced Jermaine Johnson out because Jermaine Johnson was like, I'm not going to get as many snaps here, so I'm going to Florida State. I mean, that's what was said there. So that defense was already stacked, especially if he would have stayed. But how do you really know all these players individually are going to be good for all these teams? Not everyone is going to be amazing from Georgia. Let's just get it straight. Like, not everybody's going to be good. So you're just kind of flipping the coin on Jordan Davis, him, Nakobe Dean, Lewis Sign, all those
Darion
guys,
Kendrick. Yeah. Lewis Sign, all of
Lewis Sign. Did he transfer?
No, he's coming in the draft.
He was the best DB last year for them.
Which is really weird because looking at that dude's hairstyle, you're surprised that he was able to see anything.
But yeah, I mean, that's just my analysis on the Georgia players. It's like, who really knows? If they all turn out amazing, then it is what it is. But
can our hot takes be rookie performances?
What'd you say?
Can our hot takes be rookie performances?
Sure.
All right. Well, then in that case, my hot take is Asamoah, the linebacker from Oklahoma, will outplay every linebacker in this rookie class.
What?
Asamoah, yeah.
Depends which scheme he goes to. Brian Asamoah from Oklahoma.
He's very talented. He is very, very talented.
I'm not denying that, but
he's going to fit in anywhere. He's got the speed. He's got the closing. He can close very well. He can tackle. He can coverage. He's sideline to side. He can do it all. Like, he's very, very
fit in any scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Alex Grinch's defensive scheme there, they were playing 4-3, 3-4. Like, Oklahoma's one of the only teams that really switches up their defense. And
5-2, were they running a 5-2 defense?
What the hell is a 5-2 defense? That's nickel defense?
It's basically the same thing. I mean, they call it 3-4. It's just the same thing.
But yeah, Alex Grinch is known for that. Like, he never, and his defensive scheme changes for team to team. So yeah, Asamoah, he's gonna be good wherever he goes. Like,
yeah, I
mean, he has the benefit of just having a great defensive coordinator, and they're not really known to be like. And, those players are not known to be great at Oklahoma for defense, but when you're the standout on a team like that and the scheme is just so different week to week, yeah, you're going to be able to adapt anywhere.
I'm a big fan of Troy Anderson, too, from Montana State.
Yep.
How many Montana State games did anybody watch here? Because I didn't.
I haven't.
I watched like one.
I watched the combine. That's all I watched of that dude. So I really don't. I really don't know Troy.
I'm just being honest. Like
I really
didn't
don't know
watch
Troy.
I don't have an opinion on him.
See, and I respect that.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on him at all. So I've been giving my opinions on a lot of players that I watched. That's not one that I watched last year. So.
He's from Montana State. He's one of the most underrated linebackers, I would say.
Montana State, didn't they play in the FCS championship this year?
Yeah, they did.
I think they did.
Championship game, yeah.
I watched that game, but what position is he?
He is a linebacker. He is a linebacker.
Anyway, he didn't do anything that was standing out to me during the game. So.
Hey, you gotta watch the film, bro.
That's all he does. That's his job.
But he didn't.
It's hard to keep up with like 300 players, man. It's hard to keep up with 300 of them.
Hey, bro, next year is going to be even harder.
I agree. What's going on, Covert? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Shout out to the 6 still in here rocking with us. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. We are on the road to 1K. Thank you all for rocking with us. We are 3 days away from the draft, and that's kind of what we are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Can you throw that convert truly up, that comment?
The last one?
Yeah. If they really want Gardner and if he's there at 6, I'm 100% expecting to trade out for the Eagles. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I'm about to do a breakdown video. I don't know if you guys seen my Devontae Parker and my Brandon Cooks video. I'm about to do a breakdown of Trent McDuffie. I think people are severely under-scouted that dude because he is way more than what people are saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do a breakdown on him. He's probably... Outside of Derek Stingley Jr., I'm just saying the talent. Trent McDuffie is the best cornerback in this draft. Like Sauce Gardner, you could put him to the side all day. The short bet guy, I'm telling you, in the next 5 years, Trent McDuffie's going to be up there with the J.R. Alexanders and Jalen Ramseys of the world.
I would say.
Go ahead.
I would say Stingley is definitely the best man-to-man corner in this class.
Stingley's good at everything.
He's so physical, technical. Like, I remember he was guarding Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson in practice, day in, day out. And he was like one of the only cornerbacks in college to stop Devontae Smith on those double move routes that he was trying to do, on those little out routes that Devontae Smith was trying to do. And he was there step for step. He is the best man-to-man corner in this class.
Y'all ready for this hot take real quick, by the way, which I think we've talked about before? I think Kobe Bryant's going to be better than Ahmed Gardner.
Yep, I'm there with you. That dude was an award winner for how good he was at cornerback last year, but people keep talking about Sauce. It's ridiculous.
I don't think Sauce is as good as people say he is.
He's not.
I think he has a solid potential.
Last year.
Kobe Bryant was doing a good chunk of the work.
Yeah.
I would much rather wait till like third-ish. But much rather wait. If we wait till corner and we're in the third and if Kobe is there, I'm taking Kobe.
Let me tell you something crazy about the film with Trent McDuffie, right? The dude is only 5'11", 195 pounds, but this dude was physical at the line every single time. He gave up, when I was looking at the statistics in his splits, he gave a 136-yard catch last year. That was the longest catch that was against him. He was locking up the number one receiver. He did not play, and he played on the outside more than the inside. So for people saying like that he's a slot cornerback is not true. And then also, he in his career he's only given up 2 long passes. So the one last year, and he had like a 46-yarder like the year before. Talk about this dude is shut down everybody. The Pac-12 is the fastest conference, and he's keeping up with these guys. Like he's ridiculous, man.
Dude, to be honest, and I want your guys' take on this, and this is just my feeling.
He reminds me a lot of Jair Alexander.
Exactly.
I really, really feel that Petrie would be a great addition to our defense.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I like him.
And I would not mind taking Petrie at 51 if he's there. I think he would be exceptional.
He's a first-round talent, and the only reason that he won't get picked in the first round is because people are going to be drafting for need, not because of wants in this year.
Yeah. If we could get him at 51, I think, dude, that would make our secondary like.
I'm pretty sure his comparison is literally Honey Badger too. So like, imagine you get him, and then you also sign Honey Badger.
Yeah.
That shit would be insane.
But what do you think about that, Dante?
Draft.
Which one?
Bro,
everyone can go. Whoever wants to go first.
Bro, I don't know which one you're saying. That one or that one?
No, I'm big. Yeah, I've been on record saying I'm big on Jalen Petrie.
I feel like we might have to trade up though from 51 to get him.
Anywhere that you go with him, he can play cornerback and safety, and he was literally like 50-50 last year for Baylor. So
yeah,
if you need a safety, you can draft him. If you need a cornerback, you can draft him. He's going to be okay with even playing nickel too. So he's just one of those like rare breed guys that is a first round talent getting chosen in the second. But I think Jaquan Brisker from Penn State is one of the smartest safeties in the class. He doesn't have all the physical attributes that you want. But as far as like molding that guy to just be a great like free safety in the back that's lining everybody up and seeing what the quarterback is doing, he's really smart and can break into routes really easily. So
well Petrie
he's the best.
Petrie also can play some sub linebacker as well, correct?
He's a little small. So I'm sure if he had to beef up the safety, he would of course, he would have to gain some weight to get the safety in the NFL. But I don't see him being like a sub linebacker. That's more like Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton could beef up and be the next Brian Urlacher. But I think Petrie's a little.
Well, I was thinking more of like the Malcolm Jenkins role, how he got into the box.
Yeah, I mean you can put him in there. I just don't think you would expect Jalen Petrie to be a hard hitting safety because that's not what he is. But I mean, if you want a little bit of size, the dude's like, I think he's like 6 foot, like under 200 pounds, like a couple pounds under. But yeah, if you wanted to bring him up just to bring him in for like a run stopping situation, and I think that would be good for you guys. Like if you guys were able to snag him up, he would be really good at that, like that zone scheme that you got. But I don't think you're gonna pull him up to be like, oh, go make this amazing play like Honey Badger, because Honey Badger will light you up. I don't think Jalen Petrie's not gonna do that.
Yeah, but Petrie's very.
He can tackle.
He's versatile. He's a good blitzer. I think he's a good blitzer, and he's got good man cover skills in the slot. I feel like that's where he's more like suited for in the slot. I think his only troubles would be sometimes like top end speed type guys. He's not gonna always handle that. But hey, he's got talent.
Fast too.
I don't know, man. I feel if you put a solid 20-25 pounds on him, which is doable, he would fit in just nicely.
Oh yeah.
Not a fan of his awareness to in zone coverage. I feel like he had.
Didn't he have like 5 interceptions last year?
He was up. No. It was under that. I think it was like 2 or 3. He probably had. He had a lot of forced fumbles though.
Yeah,
maybe that was the corner they have. Maybe it was.
Are you saying
one of the highest is like passes defended though? I think he was close to 10. So he had a couple sacks too, which if you're talking
in
about
2020 he had 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. And he had like 2 forced fumbles.
No, I'm mixing him up with somebody else I was looking at.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're thinking about JT Woods.
Wasn't it like 3 or 4 that he had?
Huh?
Fumble recoveries? Wasn't it like 3 or 4 that he had last year?
Fumble recoveries? I think he had more, but I'm just reading off of like the forced fumbles.
Yeah, he had 3 fumble recoveries.
Yeah.
Because I think one of them was like a big one against Oklahoma when they won against them.
Nah, you're right. Forced fumbles. Forced fumbles, he had 3. No, he had 2 forced fumbles, and fumble recoveries, he had 3.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cover. I think a wide receiver's coming off the board, man. Truly, I do.
There's too many good ones.
Yeah.
All the wide receivers are going to be going by round 3.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna take an end.
I did want to
on
ask
linebacker.
this East Coast. If you're the Eagles it's pick 15, both London and Williamson are on the board. Who are you taking?
Drake London and Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
I'm picking Drake London all day. That's why I have on my mock for you guys.
Okay.
Have you guys taken him at 15 and at 18? I think Trent McDuffie falls there for you.
Who do you compare London to?
In the NFL?
Yes.
Slower version of Mike Evans.
I could respect that. I see a little bit more Kenny Galladay. A little bit of a slower, less. I would say a little bit of a like a shifty.
Kenny Galladay is not good with breaking away from cornerbacks like Drake London is. Like Drake London's very physical downfield and can break away there. He's not the fastest, but nobody really knows because he never really ran a 40 yet either. But on tape, he looks a lot faster than he actually is. He has a lot better hands than Kenny Galladay though, because Kenny Galladay will drop a good pass in a second. Kenny Galladay is really good going up and pointing the ball, which did not really help the Giants last year. Not only because he was hurt, but he just, he's trash. Because that's how Matt Stafford, was thriving for years in Detroit. But when you don't have that kind of quarterback that's used to doing that,
gunslinger type quarterback, he doesn't have
he's
that.
not gonna do well. But Drake London's good everywhere. I watched so much tape on Drake London. Like I said, just watch the Utah game. It was very reminiscent of when Texas A&M, when Johnny Manziel was there, when Mike Evans was on that team, when they played Alabama that year, and I think they beat Alabama if I remember. But it was something crazy like that. Mike Evans had
they beat Alabama and
that's what
somebody strongly disagrees with you, my friend.
Why do you think he'll be a bust?
Yeah,
why do you think he'll be a bust?
I'm sorry, you're in the chat, but you gotta give context on why you think he's gonna be a bust. Drake London is a bust prospect. He has drop issues. No, he doesn't. Wow, bro, you just saying stuff to say it. He had one of the best catch percentages last year, and he had two different quarterbacks that were both trash.
Because I used to stream USC games, man.
What would you say?
Those guys.
Oh, sorry, Coach. My bad.
I'm just saying I used to stream USC games, and it was hard to watch USC. Yeah, the only reason I watch them because of Drake London, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, man.
The Utah game where he had 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. It was ridiculous.
I saw him when they played Stanford when they got blowed out. And so I saw a couple of their games, man. It was just hard to watch them.
So, Convert, if you've seen people talk about that he has drop issues, just be aware that a lot of the things that you're reading are just people talking out of their ass. That's why I always tell people, go watch.
You gotta watch film.
Yeah, just watch the assumption for yourself, because a lot of people say he doesn't have breakaway speed, but then he was the only one that was reaching out, getting catches, has really good feet inside to stay in bounds to catch balls. You don't have 16 catches against Utah. If you can't catch the ball,
I'd like to think of Drake London as Keenan Allen.
Man, I'm kind of tired of people when they say you don't have the speed. To me, it's all about can you get separation, footwork. It's all about route running as well, technique basically.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people saying speed, man. It's not just really about speed. It's the difference between running your 40 time and on the field speed, and people not.
Yeah, what do you really want? So this is the thing with everybody. I want this pick on my team because of X, Y, and Z. But then when you really think about it, it's I don't want to pick Chris Olave because he's not as big, and I don't want, as an Eagles fan talking, I don't want another Devontae Smith on my team. But then it's Chris Olave doesn't get hurt and is more physical than a lot of these receivers for his size. And one of those receivers like Drake London that will stay in bounds, do all these amazing catches for you, and has really good hands. So it's what do you really want? Because if he goes to another team and you guys have another J-Jaw situation, you guys are going to be banging your head up against the wall. Why didn't we pick Chris Olave? He was there. Howie Roseman had him right there in his grass. So it's what do you really want? Do you really want the talent and the guy that was double covered?
The most talented
putting out production? Yeah. Or do you want somebody that's based off the intangibles like Christian Watson that has a lot of garbage time stats that looks amazing when they're up, 40-0 against teams?
Hey, that's That's a debate between you and AK because AK is a big fan of Christian Watson.
I see why. Like I told AK, it's like I totally see why. Like, I don't disagree with you looking at the talent level, but that's like the Drake London comparison. It's like, are you gonna pick Christian Watson over Drake London if he's in?
No.
Exactly. So
I don't know. Nobody ain't that crazy now.
No, yeah, but that's
no. Listen, I said I would take Watson over Bell and Pickens and them because I believe his potential and his ceiling is higher than theirs. But that's because of how he carries himself and his production, off the field and how he improves that. But I'm not stupid enough to sit here and say I'd take him over London. I'd take him over these other ones, though.
And that's a great argument. Like, I totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
But in Howie Roseman's situation, he would do the opposite and drive you guys crazy. Christian Watson, based off of the talent, then he's not, and then he's the next J. Joe.
Yeah, just because he has intangibles and measurable.
Yeah, Convert said, but tell me this: if Wilson, Williams, and London are at 15, are you still taking London? Drake London is my number one wide receiver in this draft, and I have the Eagles taking him. Like, I just don't think London is a great fit for the Eagles. Well, if you want a guy so this is why I think he'll fit so well. And Coach Dante can back me up with that.
I'm gonna back you up. I'm gonna back you up. Go ahead. Let me see.
With all the games that USC played last year, and with their quarterbacks who were very inaccurate, if you watch the film, Drake London was the best at going after catches. And what does Jalen Hurts have known to do throughout these last 2 years? Underthrow receivers,
underthrow. Yep.
So what is Drake London is going to be able to get you is
high pointing the ball, contested catch, great body control.
Great hands, and that's the other thing, and why I said that Chris Olave is the other side of that. If you can't get Drake London, go after Chris Olave, who's that type of guy that's going to go after every single catch. You're not going to be at the end of the game like, oh man, Chris Olave didn't try to go after that catch like Jalen Reagor doesn't go after anything. You know that Chris Olave and Drake London are going to put their body on the line to make every single reception in that game. And you guys are not going to be disappointed with them. You guys are going to be looking at the end of the game as, dang, Jalen Hurts should be more accurate because does he expect Jalen and Chris Olave to make those catches downfield? That's the only thing.
And another thing,
I'm going to close the gap there.
I'm going to go ahead and back up. I think the Eagles more – I think Drake London is more of a fit because you need that big body wide receiver. You need that big body wide receiver. Like, I mean, you got Quez Watkins who can take the top off the defense. You got Devontae Smith who can run very good routes. You got Pascal. So you got to have a big body receiver that can play make, that can get open, that has good footwork. That every 50-50 ball is his. Yeah. And also yards after catch as well. Yards after catch. I mean, you got to have that type of big body receiver that's a red zone threat as well. So, again, I feel like a big body receiver like Drake London who can catch anything in the air and high point the ball over any DB, I feel like that would be a nice fit right there.
Yeah, he's not overly shifty.
Right. Yeah, and I'll back you up with this too. So, if you think Drake London's so bad, the kid is only 19 years old, played basketball at USC, very athletic, and is in
he played basketball. Sirianni wants him.
Yeah. Well, he's in that 1 percentile of players that they always talk about every year that come out of the draft versus talent and production and, intangibles. He's in the 1%. And he's the only wide receiver, like, in the last 10 years that's there in that statistic. The last, receiver that we could really speak highly of that was there was somebody like Randy Moss. Randy Moss was considered in, that 1% for his age and his production as well. So
yeah, London's not overly shifty, but he's got great contested catch.
Covert, I believe that Hurts will throw a 50-50 ball to London if he trusts him. I mean, listen, you got to understand something, man. To throw a 50-50 ball, there is a lot of trust in that. That's not just something that happens overnight. These guys work on that day in and day out, and they develop a trust in it. Will the trust get there? Yeah. But right now, there's no one on this team that you can truly say he feels comfortable throwing a 50-50 ball to right now. Other than
you got a guy that's 6'4", 6'5", that's an athlete. Golly, why not?
Yeah, he's not overly shifty, but he's got great body control. Like him, I would say for a big man, he's got the body control. Like he's got the number one body control for a big man as the
for
receiver
sure.
position.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
for like the little guys, it's got to be Dotson. Dotson for the little guys.
Dotson was amazing too. But Convert, I would challenge you just, and I'll never say this, but there's a bunch of highlight videos of amazing catches that Drake London made last year. And they're not in garbage time because they didn't win that many games. They had a lot of close games last year. USC was not good. So
they were not. They were terrible. They were terrible.
Every pass to Drake London, even the short ones, were 50-50 balls, bro. Like, so let's just be real about it. Like,
they were terrible.
I mean, if we're being honest, why did Trayvon Walker get hyped? Because of his athletic savviness, right? That's why they rose him up boards, because of his athletic savviness. If you have a
dude's
little
like
bit
6'7", 240 pounds that can run like a 4 or 5.
Right, that's
or
my
something
point.
Like that. He's ridiculous. Like,
and Christian Watson, he made a couple big plays, and then now, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but it's more sort of the talent base and what they've seen from him, and just the big plays that he made in some crucial like moments that people just like started to hype him up for.
he gets a lot of credit for playing in the Senior Bowl really, really well, which he did. I watched that game. It's one of our highest videos of people just sitting there watching with me doing my analysis. But it's one of those things about Christian Watson where the cornerbacks that played were not any of the top guys because they're not seniors.
Yeah, he went to a small school in North Dakota State. He's not really playing the top guys like that. I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah, he didn't play Sauce. He didn't play Kobe. He didn't play Trent McDuffie. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but and in all honesty, though, bro, I mean, we could sit here and use the same excuse for Dallas Goedert. I mean, he went to South Dakota State, but he ended up being all right. I mean, just because they go to small schools don't mean they're going to not be decent. I mean, Carson Wentz fucked his own shit up. That's his doing. But, Goddard, he seems to be doing okay. Trey Lance, he comes from North Dakota State. I mean, I don't know. They've been shipping out some good talent up there in the Dakotas recently.
Yeah, well, they're a championship team every year, so they're one of the teams that if you're going to pull from another college division, you go to FCS and you pull people from, North Dakota State.
But he's still yet to prove why he's not a fan of London. I got to understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, but like London, everywhere when he lines up, he's going to be bigger, he's going to be stronger, and he's going to have the height advantage over most corners.
Yep.
Wherever he line up against, he's going to have that advantage in the athletic. Over.
He's saying that he wants to take a closer look at him. Like I said, go watch Utah's game.
I have a new comment up for you.
Yeah, and tell me if he's not going to be good.
Because he's really the only bright spot for USC. If you want to kind of look at it,
he was the only
bright spot. Like when they were flat out ass. They were garbage. They were like garbage.
Remember, Keaton Slovis was supposed to be one of the quarterbacks we were supposed to be talking about? And
apparently, he was supposed to be this amazing
when Rob was a host on our show, he had USC very high because of Keaton Slovis, and he actually had him in his Heisman runaways. So, and if
I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. And if Williams is there at 15, is Howie going to take London over Williams? Because if he did, don't you think he would have brought him in? It don't matter. I mean, you can bring everybody on the pre-draft visit and they get drafted somewhere else, and it doesn't matter what conversation you have with them. So, I mean, here's the other thing too. If you're looking at all the teams that are doing these pre-draft visits with the same players, not all of them are going to get that one guy.
Yep.
So that just means that guy is very high on a lot of people's boards. Like,
I know this might be a stupid question, but I just need somebody to refresh my mind, and I don't need to say why. Did we interview Jalen Hurts the year we drafted him?
Yes.
I recall we did.
For sure. I mean, we drafted him, so
that doesn't matter.
That doesn't mean anything.
Because that's what I'm saying. I don't think we did, and if we didn't, there's your perfect example of drafting someone you didn't interview. I don't think we did. I don't recall ever hearing Jalen Hurts' name that year, but
no,
I don't
definitely did not.
I just saw an article that says Jalen Hurts did not interview with the Eagles before.
There you go. So there's the perfect example. You drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round, and you never even talked to the gentleman, ever. So yeah, you could take London without even talking with him.
And you got to fit that time on the schedule too, because Drake London was being interviewed by a ton of people. There's only 32 teams, and the draft is fast approaching. So you gotta. This kid is from the West Coast, so you got to worry about that too. I'm on the flight. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot that goes on right now.
No problem. I'll be live for a little bit, buddy. Go ahead.
Right back. Hey man, we appreciate you though. Like
yeah, for sure, man. Definitely hit that like button on your way out. No, man, listen, this is going to be awesome. In fact, I told Lindy, I said, I want to go this year, at least for the first round. We might do it for all 3 rounds. I don't know. But I told him, I said, I want to go and we're going to start at 1 and we're going to pick who goes off the board before they even pick their pick, so we're going to pick it and see if we get right, and we're going to tally which ones we get right and which ones we get wrong. Make a competition out of it.
Mm-hmm. I already got my mock draft up right here. I already did mine.
No, I'm going to do it as the night goes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have...
I'm a fan of Christian Harris. I like him a lot.
We're going to have our mock drafts up, like me, my mock, Don's mock, and then I have a mock that I did that I kind of averaged out what our picks would be if we, had to combine our picks together, and I have a mock just for that, so the ECG mock to see how that.
You guys want to do a mock draft?
I already did mine. So I got mine.
I do it. I'm down.
Yeah,
but
pull it up, buddy.
I got you. Are we doing every team or just us?
We'll do the first 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
We'll do them.
Because
you start getting into second and third rounds, and I'm sure people in here don't know who they are like we do.
Yeah, they so won't they won't know Diego Fogo or I hate saying his last name.
You don't even know him.
The Chad.
I do know who Diego Fogo is. He's the linebacker from Navy. People like to say, I don't want to say that word, but y'all know what I mean.
All.
Yeah. But let me start this right quick. Select all. We good. What are we looking at here? I mean, my mind, I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking this guy right here.
Huh? Cross.
No, not Cross.
Who? Oh. Well, we'll start at the bottom. We'll let Dante go first. Start at the bottom and go up. And then we'll go back down and so forth.
Just for this and from what I've been hearing versus my draft, we'll go ahead and pick Trayvon Walker.
Okay, I can respect that pick.
I'm just trying to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going to happen.
All right, Sly.
I mean, I originally had the Jags taking Kwanu there at 1, but now I can't. So I'm gonna go Kayvon Thibodeau, even though I don't think Dan Campbell likes Kayvon Thibodeau's effort. I'll go with him right here.
If Aiden Hutchinson on the board, I believe. If he's on the board, I believe Lovie Smith will consider it.
Yeah.
Right here. So it's so many options that we can go. This is where I think the draft is going to start with. Is either you're going to have Hutchinson go number 1, but I'm hearing a lot Trayvon Walker. That's what I asked Dante right there. Is Trayvon Walker realistic? Because I did see the report that they do like one of the owners Trayvon Walker. So I'm gonna go Evan Neal. Right here at number 3.
Hey, there you go.
Evan Neal.
Oh, snap. I told you, bro. 16 catches, 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns against Utah's team, who was like a top 10 team at one point last year. Yeah, it's impressive, man. The dude's not going to drop passes. I'm telling you.
You only took like 2 minutes. Damn.
Hey,
that didn't take long to convince.
Oh, it took you like 2 minutes just to convince you that he's that good. Like,
hey, I mean, this is what we're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, It's hard to unless you do this like we do all the time. It's
Yep.
hard for other people to sit there and take their time out their day to reevaluate this stuff. And I'm glad that you saw it, man. He might be a complete bust. All of these players might be complete bust. That's what's so fun about this. You can only evaluate what you can evaluate. Like I think Malik
It's more
would be
upside.
complete buns, but he might be all right. So.
Yeah, you're evaluating more based on upside and talent. It's basically the lottery, and you're picking up players.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
Convert, if you want a better breakdown, we've done plenty of videos on Drake London, man. He's awesome.
Slay. Go to all.
Okay, I got you.
Oh. Dang. Seriously? Why am I in this position? Yeah, okay, man. Consensus pick is Aiden Hutchinson here for 4.
I mean, that's the realistic pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna fall past there. So.
Yeah, all right. Dante?
I'm
not Dante. EC. Yeah,
Coach Dante.
Yeah.
Coach Dante. Yeah.
Oh, Coach? Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Corner right here. Oh, he's taking a
great pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Great
Corner.
pick.
I'm gonna go with Corner.
Great pick.
Yep.
Okay. I originally had a corner going 1, but F that plan. I'm gonna take this guy right here, Kenny Pickett.
Realistic.
Something tell me I don't think they're gonna take quarterback this year, man. I think it's a possibility. I think corner Sauce Gardner can go right here because Stephon Gilmore left. I believe another cornerback did leave too, so I believe they can pair Sauce Gardner or Darryl Stingley up with J.C. Horn. I think that's a huge possibility. They can go either offensive line with Charles Carls right there.
I was reading on Twitter about this lady that reports for the Panthers, and there was many footages and pictures of Kenny Pickett and Matt Rule at the Pro Day of Pittsburgh. And there's been countless times where Matt Rule has been on the Kenny Pickett train, I guess, for instance. I think he likes Kenny Pickett as a quarterback.
I'm not surprised. This is the man that drafted all defensive players and skipped out on Isaiah Simmons.
They got Bosman too. They got Bosman in the offseason. They got Austin Corbett from the Rams. They have DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson. You still could use another tight end probably because I'm not really familiar with their tight end group. They have Brian Burns over there. You probably need another edge besides there because you just lost Hassan Reddick. You have Horn, Jeremy Chin. It's a solid team right now. I don't think it's terrible. You just need a quarterback.
They need a better coach. That's what they need.
And I agree with that as well.
Tell them how it really is. All right, go ahead, Coach. Right?
Dante. It's Dante.
All right.
No, not Coach Dante. Bro,
No,
it's gonna be CG. All right, I'm about to start calling Coach Dante Coach, and I'm gonna call Dante ECG just ECG. Oh my God, it's confusing.
So I'm gonna go Kyle Hamilton here.
Oh, Hamilton. I like that pick. All right, back up to me. I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson right here. Coach Dante.
I'm gonna go with Charles Cross. I think they need to up that offensive line. I don't think
they have been linked to Charles Cross.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Charles Cross right here.
That's interesting.
Okay. AK.
Go to all.
Hey, look at
Who was the first one they picked?
I think they picked Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, I picked him, didn't I? I did.
Yeah.
Oh, you get back-to-back Jets picks.
Jeez.
AK, look at that guy, AK.
No, I'm okay with it. I'm good.
But he's asking to get picked though.
No, I'm good.
I'm playing.
Let's go with Amon Gardner.
Ooh.
That's not a bad pick for them.
Coach Dante.
Hey, can you throw that comment up real quick?
What happened?
Sorry.
I think he will convert. I think he's a better man-to-man corner right now. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Sauce is gonna get exposed. He's my bust of the draft. Sauce Gardner is overhyped.
Now I think he is overhyped. I think he has some potential there. I just don't think he's as good as people say.
All right, Dante, who you got for Washington, brother?
Coach Dante.
All right, so for Washington, I don't like their secondary too much, man. I really don't like their secondary. I think their secondary is really not that good outside that defensive line. I really don't think they're that good in the secondary. So I'm gonna take Darryl Stingley right here, man. Darryl Stingley can be taken right here. I'm not big up on their secondary. I'm really actually not, man. I'm not that big up on their secondary. I thought they got a little exposed last year. If that defensive line not get into the quarterback, I think you need someone over there at that cornerback position can cover. So I'm gonna take Darryl Stingley off the board.
Okay, just for future references.
All right,
we don't want that to happen.
I took Trent McDuffie to the Vikings. Go ahead, ECG.
I got Coach Dante's pick right here. What do you guys do? So you guys picked up what, Evan Neal for your first pick?
Yeah, we got Evan Neal.
Evan Neal for the first.
Do it. Just do it. You know you wanna. He's sitting there all nice and pretty. You know you wanna.
I think what I'm gonna go is edge rusher here. I think Jermaine Johnson will fit well there.
Yep.
God damn it. Bro,
I love it. Love the pick. Love it, man.
I knew that was coming.
I love it. Bro.
I love it. Let's go. I love it.
I knew it was coming too.
God damn it. I think he's the third best end in the class, honestly. That's how we do it.
All right, Slay.
All right. Ravens, I mean, this is a no-brainer. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's not really a no-brainer.
I know. It's actually so realistic. It's not even funny.
If Devin Lloyd goes there, that defense is going to be good for years again.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, team him with Patrick Queen. Game over. Game over.
Lloyd is the best linebacker in this class, honestly.
And what, they have Udon there, or?
No, you're saying Owe.
Yeah.
Owe or whatever. Yeah, Owe's, he's pretty decent as well, man. So, yeah, they'd be stacked. That we don't want that to happen either.
It's the next Peter Boulware, Ray Lewis, man.
All right, Dante, Coach Dante, you have the Eagles 15. How do I get stuck with these shitty?
Okay, it's kind of tough. So you can go two options. You can go straight defense right here, or you can go receiver. But because the Saints can easily take a receiver right here. Saints can easily take a receiver right after you pat. Right after if you don't take a receiver. So, is Drake London still there?
Yep.
Yes.
Get him. I'll take him. I think if we don't take him, the Saints are gonna take him. I think the Saints will be interested in taking him.
Hey, guess what?
Off the board.
Who's next pick?
Me.
Look, AK.
No.
Come on. He's
No.
asking.
I'm telling you right now, Malik Willis is going to Pittsburgh. Plain and simple.
Someone's gonna open.
I am going to go to offense.
Him. No.
You quit. Chris Olave.
I like that pick.
I had Garrett Wilson on my mock draft going there.
All right, Coach Dante.
For the Chargers, so they said they need kind of a receiver. Said they do need a receiver, so try to get them another weapon, but I don't think they will take another weapon because they do got Keenan Allen. They did resign Mike Williams at that position. So we're gonna go offensive line with them. I think they need some help on the offensive line as well, though.
Tackle or guard?
Go to offensive line period. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Trevor Penning.
Penning, okay. I had them taking Perion Winfrey.
I think to be honest,
they might need a guard.
Could see them reaching a little bit on.
Do you
I don't
honestly think they take a linebacker at 17?
Who?
Chargers
The Chargers?
to finish off that defense.
They could.
They got Kenneth Murray.
That's dude. It's one guy.
Yeah, it's one guy.
Yeah, and they lost Kaiser White. That's true.
Like if they got Keanu Neal or one of those, or even like, I mean, think about it.
All right, I got the Eagles pick, and this guy's asking to get picked. So, come on, man. I got to do it for the culture. Like,
what? No.
I'm playing. For seriously though, if it's for like what we need, man, I'm gonna take. I see Booth there.
Yeah, I think it would be him if he's there. But
I don't know, man. I think it could be Dean, honestly. Hey, laugh all you want, bro. Laugh all you want. I think it could be Dean.
You either take Kyrie Elam or Andrew Booth here.
bro, he got Riddick and he got White. He did that so he didn't have to take a linebacker in the first. I'm telling you.
Reddick's going to be the pass rusher, and Kaiser White's coming in to fill in Alex Singleton's role. You still have a middle linebacker spot to fill in. And TJ Edwards, a decent guy. He's not great. And we haven't had a generational linebacker in a minute. And I think Dean could be that. Man, but I'm still speculating if I should take a Booth.
Hey, I got a question for you, East Coast.
I'm gonna take.
Would it be too much of a reach to take Elam at 18, even though he's projected to go 23, 24? And like I said, considering the fact that we reached on JJ and we reached on Reagor, and they weren't even projected first-round picks, this guy would only be maybe 4 picks before he was actually projected to go. I mean, he is a very high prospect, and he has a pretty good ceiling on him. You know, I believe he could be better than some of these other guys. What do you say about that?
I would, if I'm evaluating cornerbacks right now, I'm putting Kyrie Elam ahead of Andrew Booth, and the only reason I'm saying that is Kyrie Elam played in the SEC, so I mean we can automatically get that argument out the way. But I'll tell you a game to go look at Andrew Booth and tell me if he's going to be good at the next level, because every defense is going to be like this. When Clemson played Georgia last year, he did not look good. He might have adjusted throughout the year, but that's enough for me to stay far away from Andrew Booth right here and go Kyrie Elam. Kyrie Elam he can do everything, man. He's fast, he's strong, he's big. He did not have a bad game for Florida last year. And I'm a Florida State fan, so, you know, me saying anything good about a Gators player is royalty. But yeah,
Davion Pierce. Yeah.
I don't think that you draft Andrew Booth if Kyrie Elam is still on the board. That's just my opinion.
Well, and the reason that I say we don't even go linebacker at 18 either is because of the fact, you know, even the chat is saying, like, you have some pretty solid linebackers. You know, you got Clark from LSU. You got Awesome from Oklahoma. You got Harris that might slip to the second. You know, it all depends.
He's not slipping to 51 though.
It's like, I never say never. Anything is possible, man. You got to learn that, bro. Seriously. But you know, how he knows, and listen, we won a Super Bowl with a mediocre linebacking core. You know, they were mediocre. They were decent, but they weren't the best. And Howie knows that. You know, as long as they can do what they're supposed to do, he's fine with that. He's never been high on the linebacking core. He never has been, and he probably never will be. I don't see him spending a first-round pick on a linebacker, man. But that was your pick. I respect it. I would do it, but we know Howie won't.
Yeah, I think personally, Edwards won't be that middle linebacker of the future. I think he's more of like a solid depth piece. I think Dean is coming in as just a lock-in starter, and I feel like for a scheme fit, I would say he might be the best middle linebacker in the class. Lloyd might be the best linebacker, just pure linebacker. Dean is the best middle linebacker, a guy that could just play more of like just that middle linebacker role. Weak side linebacker. He's more of that.
So I got a question for what makes you think that Edwards is just going to just be some young guy?
What's up? Are you saying like why do I think that? Like just
Yeah.
he'll be terrible?
Because he performed pretty damn well last year, and he's only 24, so the only way is up for him. I mean, I don't understand where the hate's coming from.
Nah. The thing is, like, I don't hate him. Like, I don't hate no man. Like, I think he did pretty solid last year. I still think, and I understand you play who you play on your schedule. I think the competition was just, it wasn't easy for him. He did his job, obviously, but we weren't playing the greatest teams, and some of those quarterbacks were just not good. And I personally feel like TJ Edwards is more for like depth piece. He looked better because he played lesser competition. He's not terrible, I'm not saying. I just personally feel like if we're saying a starting middle linebacker, he's more like French. He's not gonna be like a Dean, in my opinion. I think Dean is just gonna come in and lock in as a starter. I'm not hating on TJ Edwards, by the way.
Yeah, even Brookie said it. You do realize he was a top 10 linebacker last year, right, TJ?
I know that.
Well, if you know that, then how can you say that? Because being a top 10 linebacker is not easy.
Hey, what competition did we play last year? I get that we were playing.
It's the fucking NFL, my guy. What are you talking about?
And
nothing easy. It doesn't matter if it's Detroit, Jacksonville, Washington. Just because they suck, these guys are not easy.
Yeah, that's always my argument. Like with Alabama, people are like, Alabama could come up and beat an NFL team. No, they can't. They can't beat an NFL team on their worst day. It's just levels to it, man. It looks like that on the surface level, but it's not actually that.
Yeah.
Like, just because they suck, these guys are still out there going 100%. They are still out there balling. Like, just because they lose doesn't mean that they're just out there pussyfooting around playing half-ass. No, they're giving it everything they got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, he's only shown me, like, one productive year, and I the competition, I'm saying. But, hey, anything can happen.
I mean, yeah, but you got people out here that fucking Singleton goes out and has 125 tackles against the same competition. They're like, oh my freaking God, he's amazing.
And I said Singleton wasn't going to be that, like, just all around, just middle linebacker or outside linebacker. He's just going to be a depth guy, which is kind of what he is. So, I mean, hey, anything can happen. ECG is up next, actually.
It's your pick, sir.
All right, so let's see. New Orleans, I think they go safety here. I think they're going to go Daxton Hill at 19.
I knew that, too. I seen it coming. Sniffed it.
Considering Jenkins just retired, too.
Yep.
I seen it coming. All right, back up to me. Where is he? Yeah, it's a definite. Go ahead, Coach Sansa.
So I think they did lose J.C. Jackson. They did lose J.C. Jackson in the offseason. I can see Bill. See, it's a problem. You never know what Bill Belichick is going to do at this point. So we gotta try to pick his brain a little bit. But they did lose J.C. Jackson. I'm gonna go with Andrew Booth at this pick.
I also agree with that.
I'm gonna go Booth. I'm gonna go Booth at this pick.
AK the Wise. Go ahead.
Go offense. Right there he is, Traylon Burks.
I like that. All right, Coach Dante.
I'm gonna go Devontae Wyatt.
That's exactly what I said. Hey, I like that pick. Next pick, give me this guy right here. I hate it, but this dude's gonna be a perennial all pro bowler, bro. I'm telling you. Linderbaum is a dog. All right.
Do they need
25.
Does Dallas need a center?
Don't they they have Tyler Biadasz, right? But I don't think Biadasz is anything special. You could always upgrade at any position.
I think Jurgens is going to be better than Linderbaum.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was a beast, man.
Hey, that's your opinion. You stand on it, and I respect it.
Dude, Jurgens is very underrated.
Yeah, I don't think they need center, but okay. I mean, I guess so.
All right, Bills, ECG.
For the Bills, let's go. So the Bills are going to need probably an edge rusher. Give me George Karlaftis right there.
Karlaftis. Let's see that. Right here, the Titans. I'm gonna go with where is he? Christian Harris. Christian Harris out of Alabama, right there. All right, Coach Dante.
All right, this team right here. I think they got Leonard Fournette at running back, but I think they can very much take another one. But I don't think I can see a running back probably going in the first round probably this year. The only running back I could consider is that guy right there, Breece Hall. I think they do need to stack up that running back situation. They got receivers, so you're not worrying about receivers. They added Russell Gage. They got Godwin back. They do still got Mike Evans. Tight end, you may can go to, but I'm not sold on a tight end in the first round. So I think I'm gonna go Breece Hall at this situation. I think they can stack up that running back. I don't really think that even though I don't think that Breece Hall will be drafted in the first round. I think that's if I had to pick to choose which one would get drafted possibly late in this first round, is probably Breece Hall. So I'm gonna go Breece Hall with this pick. Give him another running back. I think running back is a need, one of the needs for them.
So for Green Bay, and then I'm gonna have to run to the restroom real fast after my picks. So guys, hold it down until I get back. And we can do another one if you want after this. It all depends on what you guys want to do.
Yeah, I gotta get out. So, but
okay. Green Bay. I am going to go with. Go down or go to all.
All.
Yeah. Let's go with Devin Lloyd.
That's a good pick.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, Dante, Coach Dante.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Career Elam. I'm gonna go with Elam right here because they lost Ward to San Francisco, so I'm gonna replace him with Elam.
Okay, I like that pick. I got the Chiefs pick. Hey, this guy's asking to get drafted. He's just sitting there. That's Dante's favorite player. The other Dante, Matt Corral. Kyer Elam, Jameson Williams, Jahan Dotson, Pickens. Honestly, bro, I'm a shocker. I'm gonna take Pickens. I had him in a couple of mocks, and the Chiefs have shown interest in him. And that's what I'm saying. I think they've shown interest in him, so I'm gonna take Pickens right here. You got the Bengals pick.
I'm gonna go defensive line here, and I say that they're gonna pick up DeMarvin Leal, Texas A&M.
I I like that pick. The last and final pick. What did the Lions get with that first pick?
They got
Thibodeau. Okay, Thibodeau. Yeah. And you have Williams sitting there. I think they're gonna go with Williams. That's a full rundown on the draft. Walker 1, Thibodeau 2, Neal 3, Hutchinson 4, Aquanu 5, Pickett 6, Hamilton 7, Wilson 8, Charles Cross 9, 10, Gardner, Stingley 11, 12, McDuffie, Johnson 13, 14, Davis, London 15, 16, Olave, Penning 17, Dean 18, 19, Hill, Willis 20, Booth 21, Burks 22, Wyatt 23, Linderbaum 24, Karlaftis 25, 26, Christian Harris 27, Breece Hall, Devin Lloyd 28, 29, Kyrie Elam 30, George Pickens 31, DeMarvin Leal, and then the last and final pick, Jameson Williams to the Lions at 32. I'm a big Christian Harris guy. I like him a lot. I like him and Troy Anderson. I know a lot of people haven't heard about him yet because he's from Montana State.
Yeah. I was kind of fumbling with that Tampa Bay pick though, because it's hard to predict with a team. They don't need too much, really. Only thing I could figure out is a running back, because they still got Leonard Fournette, but outside of Leonard Fournette, I mean, yeah, you do got Giovanni Bernard. You do have him, but then you do have I think another running back that performed pretty Vaughn, I believe, if that's his name, Vaughn.
You're saying
Keyshawn
Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn. So that's why I took Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall probably is him out of him.
I think he's the best running back in the class.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of picked him for Tampa Bay, because I think they could go running back, but it was hard to predict Tampa Bay.
I could see him going. I could see Breece Hall going to the Bills. I know they got Singletary, but I would not be shocked if the Bills took Breece Hall. Yeah. I mean, Singletary's proven that he could be an impact one, but the Bills, I don't know. They're like one of those teams that you just never know what they're gonna do in the draft, and they've shown interest in Breece Hall. So yeah, it is very interesting. Man, we got silence, man. Everyone's dead in the chat, man. What's going on? We need something to talk about.
Nah, I think it's just getting late for.
Oh, my bad, man. My bad, guys. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, so, nah, man. I appreciate everyone so much. I really do. This was a fun night. Just sitting here talking about the draft, talking about these prospects, and you know they are going to make it very interesting this coming Thursday. You know, I expect a very exciting night.
Yeah, it's fun every draft, bro. Like for real. Like, and another thing about this draft is we don't know what's gonna happen. Like, we don't like have any definite picks. Like, you can't tell me the Jags are gonna definitely take someone at 1. Like, we don't know that. Like, they could take Aquanu. Like, we don't know. They could take Trayvon Walker. We don't know. Like, anything can happen.
Yeah,
that's so odd.
In so many different places. A lot of these teams do. So, like I said, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen, man? This is the first draft that not anybody that we can predict is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
There's no sure bets. Last year you had your sure bet guys. This year is not the same, man. It is not the same whatsoever. So, you know, we flip a coin. You hope that you pick the most talented guys and the guys that show production in college, and then we're just gonna see how it unfolds this year. Like, that's what makes it exciting about the drafts that don't have a ton of like big names or a bunch of talent on it. So I don't know, man. I'm always excited around this time. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I watch most of these players play. Watched a lot of evaluated a ton of these players, so I know what they can do. I just hope they perform. And you get attached to certain guys too, so some of your bias comes into place. Like I got attached to Matt Corral ever since the year before last year, so maybe I might be evaluating him a little high, but I try to be as unbiased as possible with that too.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate you so much for stopping in. We've been live now for 2 hours and 30 minutes. But yeah, appreciate you guys so much. It is almost time for draft day, and we're all super excited. So until next time, this is AK Eagles, and this is another AK Eagles podcast. Appreciate you guys. Please, on your way out, hit that like button. That's the most, just hit that like button, and definitely hit that subscribe if you already haven't. Try to drop content each and every day as much as possible. Appreciate all the love and support. Trying to get to 1K as soon as possible so we can get monetized and, start putting some money back into the channel and get some better graphics and, just do a lot of things to make it more interesting around here. So appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, fly Eagles fly. We are out. Peace.